hear myself through my headphones. Yes, man. Like, I feel real good about this right now.
Pay attention, because you are now listening to Permission to Speak Freely.
You're going to have to lead that officer and chief's mess conversation, because I ain't had time to look that up. That's a long article, like I said the last time.
I ain't really looked it up either, bro. Tell you the truth. We might have leave that one out of here. We ain't got tish either.
You got to leave. Because, I mean, I've read the article back when we first introduced the topic.
Me too.
You know, but now it's been a while. But this is episode 88. We here, you know what I'm saying? We are here. I'm ready too. Like, I'm super amped up. It's been a while. Man.
It's been a hot minute, man. But I'm back. Hey, I know where you guys missed me. I know it, man. I know you guys missed me, man. But I'm back, man.
You can't say that. I don't think you could say they miss you in this juncture. Like, cause
what you mean, bro?
That's why I don't think you can say it. Cause if people been listening to the pod, I started giving them fan room episodes, right? So if they miss you, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, cause they've been getting fan room episodes. So y'all better not miss my guy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better not miss him. You know what I mean?
Hey man, like, you guys miss me.
I've been trying to feed the listeners some fan room episodes. So if you, just for clarity real quick, I got rid of the fan room as a separate podcast than this. So now the fan room is just coming in on all the PTSF feeds. So it's coming in on our Spotify feed. It's coming in on our Apple feed. It already was a part of our YouTube. Honestly, the reason why I did, because it just cost too much money, right? So I started the podcast in 2022 and only did like 4 episodes, right? So for the listeners, there's one more episode that I did that'll come out. I did more than that, but one of the people I talked to, just, it wasn't a good episode on his side. It's funny because I love the episode on my side, but it wasn't good on his side. So I filtered all the fan room episodes into the PTSF stuff in hopes that one day we eventually will have a channel, right? So the thought process would be us doing PTSF, and then the fan room would be like my entity. Damon's supposed to have this sports show that is, it's never going to start. You know what I mean? And then Tisha, whatever she would do on her side. And then we looking for I'm going to say this now. We looking for some junior sellers to have their own leg of a podcast for PTSF too. Cause we owe people, you know what I mean? So we need some junior sellers. So that's where we want to go. So if you're wondering why you're getting all these episodes and stuff like that, that's the fan room episodes. That's why the fan room, and they're all old. They're not new, nothing like that. But where we been, Damon? Where you been, man?
Man, I've been busy, man. So, my schedule is kind of crazy, man. We got these different, events that comes up and my events comes up. It's motherfucking spontaneous, bro. It's like, hey, we need some help over here. And hey, call us. We need help over here on this and do this and helping shifts, which I love to do. I love going out training. I love doing all that stuff. But, man, it's getting crazy when you don't know your schedule and stuff. It's like damn near week to week almost, man. When somebody can call you up and say, hey, go over here and go over there. So my schedule kind of crazy, man.
Can you tell the listeners that you the reason why we ain't been giving them new episodes? Can we, you know? I was going DRB. I was going DRB.
Yeah. Hey, so you guys already know Damo love DRB at me, man. You know what I'm saying? He finds these, these outlets.
It's called the Damon Review Board. It ain't even disciplined no way.
But let me tell you this, guys. At the end of the day, I want you guys to know this. I'm out there helping sailors, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm out there helping sailors. You know what I mean? Getting them up to speed, or whatever the case may be.
So Tish had asked a question. You know, you still gonna get the 3rd degree on this, man. So Tish had asked the question, right? And I asked the same question. She said, "Can Damon pack like a travel kit to pod with?" And I'm like, we've established that in the past, but I don't know what happened, man. Did the mic get too heavy or something? Like, what happened,
bro?
Like, how long you on these shits for?
Hey.
No, it ain't Cheech. No, listen, I'm using her name in vain. It ain't Cheech. That's me. That's me. And that's my energy. That's my energy. She coming on. She about to come on. But she didn't ask that. Like, she didn't ask that out of no fury. Right.
Yeah.
I might have had a fury, but she just actually like, can Damon pack like a kit to, but I see you defensive already about it. So what's your response?
No, I tried to do it, man, to tell you the truth, man. It's just the timing is off. And I know your time, but actually I haven't tried it with your new schedule either, though. You know what I mean? So if I go to Japan, it's probably not happening, right? But if I go to Hawaii, it is possible. In Washington, it is possible to happen because we on kind of the same. It's only like 3 hours, I think, Hawaii or whatever, but Washington, same time on me as here. So I know normally how my schedule goes is the first day I get there, I'm on the way. I'm going to the next day, right? Mm-hmm. So I get there one day, I'm on the way the whole day, and I come back the next day. And then the next day, we kind of like it's a full day. And then the day after is light though. So if I had a chance to do it, it'd be that day before I fly back. So it's possible.
What's a full day for an inspector?
Shit, bro, they be wanting you to put that work in, man. Like freaking 1900 walking off the ship. So I'm
so outside of even talk about the pod, what do you do when you get off ships, when you go to like these not foreign, but when you go to these other ports and stuff?
Well, when I get off, normally, whoever we with as a unit, we go out, we get dinner and stuff like that, and we come back. We don't do too much though.
Oh, it's like old man game. Y'all playing the old man game,
bro.
now.
I'm the old man game, bro. I'm talking about. Look, they don't even see me, bro. They be like, "Hey, man, like, man, I'm doing 1, 2, maybe that's it. I'm back in my room, whatever, man. Sleep. Sometimes I be sleep, bro. I ain't gonna lie."
Yeah, man. I went out with some chiefs the other day, and I realized I was like, man, I'm old man here, man. I'm old integrity, man. That's how I come with some old integrity, dog. Yeah, like and we even went to another spot after, but it's just like based off our conversations and everything. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm old school a little bit at this point. I never thought I would feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Another thing happened real quick. This wasn't even on the notes, man. I'm trying to stall a little bit till Tish come, but we gonna get it going. So another thing happened. I was inspecting somebody's room, but the person listened to the pod, bro, and his room wasn't good. You know what I mean? It wasn't good at all, bro. I felt bad because we was just talking about the pod like the day before. I'm like, this a pod listener? You know what I mean? I know he gonna be legit. I know he heard me talk about how my room legit on the pod. I know he's straight. I went in there and the petty officer I was with, she looked at my face. She was like, yo, senior, why you get like so stone surprised? I was like, yo, that room just wasn't good. Like, let's go. Like, I thought I saw a ghost, man. Hey, for the PTSF listeners out there, clean y'all rooms, man. We ain't on that. We ain't on that over here, man. Get y'all stuff tidy. Get tidy, y'all.
Hey, man.
Man.
We ain't gonna call your name out, but you gonna know, man. You know if you listen to the pod, you know what's going on, man. We ain't gonna say your name, though, man. Yeah. Get your room together, man. Get your room
It hurts
together.
to know that, bro. It hurts to know our listeners out there with dirty barracks rooms. You know what I mean? Like, get the scum out your sink, man. Please.
Hey, man, how they now? You guys know they stay in the same barracks world, so I want to know how that conversation gonna go. When Damo see the sailor again, man, are they gonna talk about the pod? You know what I mean? What they gonna talk? Are they gonna talk about the room? Like we don't even know how this conversation gonna go. But I'm sure Damo gonna let us know though. Cause I'm curious, man. I'm curious.
Here go Tish looking confused.
Yeah,
look like she froze already, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so what we coming off? What is this? October? What we in the weekend? So we coming off what? Two critical days. Are you here, Tish, or what?
Yeah, I'm looking at my what you call it, going up and down.
We made pod.
I'm in. I'm just looking at my signal. I'm looking at my signal because
it's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah. You went out last night, Tish? You party?
No. I had it set for 5 p.m. My ad, because I said it.
Trying to pod at 5 p.m.
No. I woke up because I forgot to set my alarm, and then I woke up at like 2 a.m. and was like, "Oh, let me set my alarm." And I think I just wasn't clear in my head, and so I accidentally set it for 5 versus 5 a.m. or p.m. versus a.m.
Wasn't ready. I got it. We understand.
So before you came on, Tish, right, I was trying to tell Damon that, I'm like, hey, I was talking to Tish the other day, and I was like, Tish, asked, why don't you have a travel kit to record in, right? But I told him, I'm like, the majority of the smoke was from me. The majority of the frustration and smoke was from me. But he was about to get lit, like, about it. I'm like, this didn't come from Tish. I was like, Tish cared about you. I was like, she cared, and she was just inquiring. I was like, more of the smoke came. He was about to go off. I'm like, yo, this ain't, Tish don't deserve this, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Tish was about to get that business, man. You know what I mean? I was just gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, the percentage on your internet and stuff. You talking on my travel bag, but I was just that was all. Tish wasn't gonna be.
Because listen. According to me, I had my shit together because I got the new
last time.
I got the new no. Since last night, because I got the new laptop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be okay. I got the super powered top of the line internet. Plus the device to carry it. Okay. I got listeners don't even know if you like a part of the pod, right? Like I know. I was listening to D-Gus episode, right? the one that I was on. And he was like, hey, this, it's Damo and David. He was like, and then they got like something.
He was like, and then
they got. And he was like, they have Tish. She's there, but I don't know. Like sometimes she there. I think she.
Listen, I ran into somebody at Friday.
Yeah. He wasn't like, he was just describing it, like explaining the podcast to like the listeners. Yeah, he was like, I don't know, but like sometimes she there, sometimes she not type stuff.
I can't even be mad at him. At Pride Day, somebody came up to me like, "Oh yeah, I watch y'all podcast and blah blah blah." They were like, shit. "You don't hardly ever be there though," and I was like, I'm trying to get my shit together. I was like, what had happened was, my equipment be messing up, and so I be having to get my shit together. But I'm like,
don't let him call you out like that, man. Don't let him do you like that.
I was like, so good.
Shout out to Cali. I think most of our listeners shout out to Cali, Norfolk, Japan, everywhere, but definitely shout out to Cali. That's where we started at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had a little bit of run in too, man. I was in Hawaii, man. I'm going to the little food court, and this guy walked by me and double take, man. He looked like this. He looked again. He turned around and said, hey, he said, what's your name? Out the blue, bro. I ain't said, no, I'm walking the phone trying to give me some Popeyes, bro. And he turned around and he said, hey, what's your name? I said, Damon. He said, oh shit, man, I watched the pod. He said, man, you got them orders yet? He said, talking about orders and shit, bro. Like,
you was about to say senior? Was you about to say your name was senior?
No, bro. No, man.
I don't even think you want to say senior. Like, he don't even want to say senior no more anyway. Like, he don't want to say senior.
Hey, they called me 8.5 in the office, bro. 8.5.
8.5.
Navy birthday, right? Navy birthday. These Damon CNN topics, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man. Navy's birthday, man. 248 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big deal, man. You guys already know what it is. October 13th, 1775, man. But also, I most definitely want to. You know how it is, man. You know what I do. You know what I'm saying?
He messed up one day. I remember one day I had to edit it out. It was like the woman joint. I had to edit that shit off the pod. I'm like,
I forgot what it was. I messed it up. Look, they were gonna get on me too, boy. They were gonna get on me.
I had to get that one out.
Listen.
Also, on a serious note, man, on October the 12th, man, it's the anniversary of the coal attack, man. 17 died, 39 injured. So I also want to make sure I say something about that too.
Yeah. We did an excellent episode on that too with Master Chief Ponciano. And definitely, like, he opened my eyes to a lot more about the way, a seller felt that wasn't a part of the big story. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to everybody, and rest well to all the heroes that we lost there.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, and also I'm going to add to that, man. I know ICMC put it out, man. We had a Force Carson, man, Gregor Carson. He was also on the coal, man. And he got this story he tells when he's talking to sailors, and they was getting, rooms together for him to go in there and talk about it, because he's about to, he's retiring. So he wanted to, keep telling this story. So if you ever get a chance, you hear about that and listen to his story, man, it is crazy, man, on the things that did you ever hear it, Tish?
No.
His story about the coal? No. Oh my God, man. gruesome and everything he was talking about, man.
Really?
Like it's
Like
mind boggling, man. Like he had everybody attention. I'm telling
like
you,
permission to
everybody
speak freely type stuff. Like we need to get him on or what? What's up?
He didn't retire. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. We know him, so it's possible, man. We'll see what we can do, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got a burning question. I'm gonna start off, man, just straight for you, Tish, man. What did Will Smith do, man? Like, so, like, people keep getting at Jada. They coming hard at Jada, right? And I get it. But Will Smith, I feel like he in the eternal doghouse. Like, I feel like he did some shit.
And then he ain't gonna recover from it.
And she got a card. I feel like Jada got a card that she knows she could pull on his ass if he ever try to defend himself.
Yeah.
So I know about Margot Robbie. You know, I know what happened back then when they did that movie together. But what could somebody have done to get in the doghouse this bad to you?
You know, I was watching last night this I think it was a TikTok or something, or this girl talking about Will Smith's book, where she was like, Will Smith told us in his book about them being separated. And it was when I don't know if you've ever heard him tell the story about the big elaborate party that he put on. Okay. So, the story about the elaborate party that he put on and everything and how she didn't like it.
She ain't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah. And so he was like, at that point, he decided, I can't make you happy. He said, and we decided to let each other go and we cried together and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, it could have happened way back then. But to your point, that couldn't have been the straw that broke the camel's back. I ain't never heard somebody be like, I'm about to divorce you because this party was just too wild for my birthday. So it had to be something leading up to that. But here's my theory. Okay. If I had to do the Tisha theory, I'm gonna say that maybe they had an open relationship, because that's a rumor that they had an open relationship, right? And then they were like, all right, I don't want to do this open relationship no more. And then he was like, nah.
I'm shooting a movie. Margot Robbie right here. She's beautiful.
He's like, nah, I'm gonna stick to it.
That's crazy.
But that's my theory. And then maybe maybe that was the whole thing.
She going hard on Will every day. On Will's birthday, I think on Will's birthday, she posted a video of her and Tupac dancing to Paris just don't understand.
She's like, I wish it was you that died.
Yeah. And then 3 days ago, she said something about Chris Rock was trying to get with her.
Yeah.
Then she put out the news about her and Will being split. And then she put out the news about her and Tupac being like eternal soulmates. You know what I'm saying? And then every year it's a new letter from Tupac, a new poem, a new something. Like she goes so hard.
Man, I thought all that stuff was fake news though. I've been seeing it on my feeds, man. I didn't know she was posting that shit.
I go right to her. Cause I don't do the fake news. So I go right to her cause she promoting a book. She got a book coming out. I forgot the name of it, but
she finna talk about it.
I think it's called Worthy or something. I think it's called Worthy or some shit like that.
Oh my
God. Will
God.
was with her. Like Will was with her at the opening. Like, yo, I'm sorry, babe. I ain't coming. I ain't gonna be at the opening. Babe.
Yeah.
Not when she tearing me down
Will a supporter, man. Will a supporter, bro. He a supporter, bro.
He take all the heat.
Some real shit. But I tell you this, man, you guys are right on, man. Like Will done some shit. He done some shit, bro. That she got. I'm talking about maybe some shit that even send your ass to jail type shit, bro. Like Will done something, man. She got something on Will, man. Yeah. Like it may be some fucking, maybe a root. You know what I mean? Maybe some voodoo. I don't fucking know, but
she got garlic under the bed.
Got some on this motherfucking ass.
Maybe
man.
she just got fire.
Yeah.
Hey, she done came out and said all this shit and Will like shit, like where you want me to go? Where you want me to be? You know what I'm saying? Where you need me to be at? I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Crying on TV and shit, man. I'm still here though. You know what I mean?
Big Willie style.
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing Big Willie by him no more.
Yeah, he done, bro.
Ain't nothing Big Willie by him no more.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Will, man. One of the hip hop pioneers, one of the dopest action actors, box office guys that we had. I normally hate on Will, but right now, Will need all the love. he could get.
All
So
of
definitely shout out the world. What's up? What was up, Tish? Our girl Tish, right? Let's talk about Tish real quick, right?
What about me? What
Tish
about me?
retired. She out the Navy, man.
Yeah.
No longer in the Navy.
Officially.
Right? We know she missed it a little bit, right?
Yeah, we found this. We found this shit out.
So let's let y'all know what she was up to this week. What was you up to this week, Tish? What'd you do?
You know,
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it.
What'd you do, Tish?
I went to the khaki ball. My homegirl. Okay. I see where y'all coming from because I also went to Pride
You need
Day.
a support group at this point. Tish need a support group, y'all.
I also went to Pride Day, so I see where you coming from. Okay. But me and my homegirls, we go to each other's khaki ball.
Well,
And
you
so-
go to theirs.
Well, I was gonna go to mine.
Say it, Tish.
I was gonna go to my command khaki ball.
Say it with us. I don't have a khaki ball. Say it. Just say it.
But they were
You need this therapy. You need this.
But they were going to let me come as, part of the command. So technically, it would have been my, okay, I don't have a khaki ball.
Thank you, Tish. Now, right now, there's somebody out there saying, what's a chief, always a chief.
Right.
We got you.
I'm the guy we were talking about the last one. We're talking about they want to go to something. That's me. I wanted to go to final night.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I wanted to go to final night. But
if you went to final night, right? Without saying too much, right? If you went to final night, would you participate in the acceptance part?
No, I would just kind of sit back and watch and just be a part of the room. I just wanted to be in the mix. Okay.
Well, Tish, to your defense, though, you still know people that was there too.
A lot of people.
You know what I mean?
I'm
so
not
you still
far
know
removed.
some people. So
I'm not far removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to. And you don't want to be though. That's the thing though. You don't really want to be either though. You know what I mean? You want to be in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
man, it's still no football players, but he ain't out there on the field trying to throw fucking touchdowns. I'm just saying. No, but Tish, how was that? No, like honestly, it's all love, right? So, but how was the khaki ball? How was it?
It was cool. I went with I don't know, command. I forgot the schoolhouse on 32nd Street. Dry side. I went to there. Okay, so Friday I have another one for ATG.
Oh shit, she on the khaki ball tour. She on the khaki ball. Teacher's khaki ball hopping.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Damo. She got invited after she went and showed all her videos and stuff from the last khaki ball. They just invited her now, bro.
She about to be a guest speaker. For the listeners, this is just the intro, y'all.
I was like, nah, I don't do that. I don't do guest speaking.
Oh, you was asked to be a guest speaker already?
Yeah. I was like, nah, I don't do that.
You better tell her, hey, bring your own mic. Because my shit ain't dependable.
Like, did y'all see my track record? No.
But you had a good time, Tish?
Yeah, it was cool. You know,
That's good, man.
It was fun. It was fun being on the other side. So I had to wear my khakis. You know, I was all dolled up and everything. And, you know, just being in the mix and, you know, seeing a few familiar faces. There was a few people that I didn't even know it wasn't my command. But I'm waiting for ATGs though. I'm gonna find me a sugar daddy at ATG. You know that's the whole.
Wow.
You got them old Master Chiefs.
Come
on, the there's a method to the madness. I need this dependent ID card.
My
I don't want to pay for TRICARE Prime. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
We losing sophisticated listener every time T show up anyway. So what up, David?
Hey, do not. All you old salty ass seeing cheese and master sheep, don't use PTSF to be trying to freaking hit up on Tish. I'm telling you right now. Don't be using
I need the dependent ID card.
You know, some of them dudes on the deck plates.
Right.
I would shut up. Let me shut up.
All right.
No, I'm just playing. I don't need a dependent ID card. That's not where I'm going.
Like, yo, they ain't looking. Remember when R. Kelly, R. Kelly got it? Somebody was like, they ain't looking. A 40-year-old person said something. Somebody was like, they ain't looking at you, girl. You know what I mean? They ain't looking at you, girl. They got those deck plates. That place. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, so look, I went to a ceremony myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went to the penance ceremony. So I'm new at my command, right? I'm not a social butterfly, right? I think, like I said that.
Yeah.
I work well in social groups, like super well. Like when I talk to people, I could talk. I got all that type of stuff, but I don't exert myself to be a part of shit that I'm not a part of yet, right? So I'm new to my command. So I had to deal with the sad truths that, like, I don't fucking know nobody, right? So at the end of the khaki ball, right, I'm walking past people, right? So I linger a little bit, take a couple pictures with, some of the new chiefs. And I'm walking past as people like, yo, we booked the reservation for the Yard House. What time you go? Like, boom, boom, boom. As I'm just walking past, like, ain't nobody like, hey, bro, we hitting up Yard House, nothing. like, it was just cold and sad, right? It's nothing sad. I remember when I graduated high school, and one of the dudes had to go home on a bus, and we thought that was funny as kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
But having to go back to the barracks after the penance ceremony, sad, lonely, and by yourself, it might be the saddest thing in the world, y'all. It might be the saddest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna have to like reach out to somebody and let them know that, like, I'm a social person, because right now I don't know nobody. That shit was rough, yo.
No, you had it right at first. Sociable, not social. Like you're not really you're an introvert. So you don't really like being out there like that, but you will. Yeah. You will.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
You'll do it. You sociable, but you like.
Yeah, but I ain't one of them dudes that's new. Yeah, I ain't one of them dudes that's like new somewhere, and I'm trying to like know everybody as the new person. Like, hey, let me sit with y'all. But like, if it happens, it happens. But just as I'm walking through a crowd of people with like lunch plans, that shit it's just, yo, we hit the seafood spot. Yo, we hitting Yard House. And I'm just, let me go to my fucking car. And then, like, you get that one person like, all right, bro, I see you on the ship.
Right. They probably like, Damo don't go out.
It's up there at the top, bro. It's up there at the top.
They like, Damo don't ever go out.
But you are new, so you can always lean back on that I'm the new guy type stuff. But after a while, you can't lean on that so much, man. You know what I'm saying?
How long you been there?
About 6 months now, ain't it?
Nah, yo, don't do that, Damon. Like, that's crazy. Like, you tripping, baby.
Leave like it.
I don't even don't do that because I got calls I need to get. Don't do that. Don't put them numbers. Don't put that evil on me, man. Don't put that evil on me, man. It's been like 3 months, a little over 3 months, man. It's been a little over 3 months.
You still new, bro. You good. You still new, man.
I got an update on something we put out. It was a clip, and a lot of people saw it. A lot of people not going to see this because it's not going to be a clip. But I shouted out that child call app, and I want to take back the shout out.
Oh, dang.
I want to take it back. Like,
dang. I went and looked at it.
Yo, so look, I'm gonna just be fair.
Okay.
After I found out about it, I think I used it once after I found out about it. I used it again, and I fell asleep before the food came. Mm-hmm. Restaurant right around the corner. It took the food like 2.5 hours to come. I thought it was a fluke. I had like a little something to drink or something. You get tired when you drink sometimes, pass out. I thought it was a fluke. I'm like, oh shit, I passed out. I missed my food. You know what I mean? And the driver don't get in contact with you for like an hour. Like an hour after you order your food, dude, like, yo, I got your food. Like, all right, cool. The next day, I think it was the next day, because I had a vengeance now. I had a vengeance. I'm like, yo, I need to use this app and get some food. Mm-hmm. Same thing. It was like the same thing. It took like 2.5 to 3 hours to get my food. I'm like, man, I could have just left the barracks and left base and went to the restaurant and came back to barracks and then went back again to the restaurant and came back and went back again before this food came. You know what I'm saying? So it works. Is like I already said, is not as good as the other ones, but that long wait is crazy. I almost think it's like one person delivering the food.
I was about to say it must be one person. They gotta get the order. They gotta get up, get dressed.
Yeah, and it's a veteran app. It's veterans started the app too. So I know I was saying it was the Navy app. Found out more about it. Veterans started the app, but it got some upward like potential. Hopefully, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
And hopefully it gets better. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't gonna get better if freaking food coming 3 hours late.
It's not.
You ain't gonna have no customers. You know what I
They
mean?
probably don't got no drivers. They
Yeah,
probably
he
just don't.
needs more
You know, they
drivers.
probably don't got no drivers. It's like, you know, you answer the phone, hey, you the driver. Like, hey, what you need?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get a driver on it. Then you get behind the wheel. You can,
Yeah. If,
so that's
if it
probably what
comes
it
to
is.
it, you have to get under the wheel for now. Then you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's
whoever
probably
you
what
got.
it is. Like you operating the app and you driving at the same
Yeah.
time. Like, yeah, I got it. Yo.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man.
Hey, Damon, I'm gonna give you some grace, man. I'm gonna give you some
Alright.
grace on a Permission to Speak Freely podcast.
Let's go.
You don't got your sports show like we talked about earlier, and Tisha don't have her. If you had your own pod, what would it be, Tisha?
Probably something about making money.
All right, yeah, her making money pod, and that's kind of what that's kind of what I thought anyway. But you got 60 seconds, Damon, for football.
Well, let me tell you guys right now, Permission to Speak Freely Sports is coming soon. We're going to just leave it right there, coming soon, right? But hey, let's talk about sports real quick. Let's talk about football, man. So we got 2 undefeated teams in the NFL right now. And one of them happen to be the 49ers, which is my team. And one happens to be the Philadelphia Eagles, which is Damo's team, right?
Yep, let's go.
Now, looking at everything, 49ers look like they're the dominant team. That's not what I'm going to talk about real quick. They look really good. I ain't going to lie. I'm not saying it because it's my team. They look really dominant. But my issue right now I got with the world is no one wants to give Purdy his flowers right now, man. They say he still ain't ready. They say he's a system guy. He says this. If you watch this little cat play, man, this dude play, bro, this dude is balling right now, man. We know what 49ers defense do, but this dude is making throws that people that's been in the league for a long time ain't making. His reading the defenses and things like that. And his numbers too. He haven't thrown an interception yet this year. He got 9 touchdowns. He lead the NFL in QBR. He's second in, percentage of completions, which is 72 point something, which is crazy, unheard of type shit. So he's doing his thing, man, but start getting my guy some love, man. Philly is on same, just like the 49ers. They on both sides of the ball, man. They got a quarterback that's elite, with his arm and his feet. So they're going to be, there too the whole year. So, it's a crash course, man. They're going to hit each other soon, man. So, I think I want to say November or December. They actually play each other. December. So most definitely, man. That's what I got, Damo, for football, man. The rest of the league, man, you guys okay? 49ers and Philly run this thing right now, man.
Yeah. Hey, to keep it on sports real quick, we talked about Simone Biles a long time ago when she stepped down because of mental health. She's back. She came back. She came back, man.
Bro,
she came back. She got another move named after her. So that's her 5th move that's named after her now. And she killed the shit. Like she destroyed everything that she was a part of. She came back, she won, and she still looked like the greatest.
Hey, man, I can easily get on here and say, man, the inspiration for young black women, this girl from mental health to this. No, everybody, man. Look at this girl's story, man. This is crazy, man. And she probably is one of the most dominant athletes ever to freaking in any sports. We're not even talking about just what she do. I'm talking about everything, man. She's dominating, man.
Yeah.
And she's at a time right now in gymnastic where her age is like, you start to, start getting older and stuff like that. She's still dominating, man. And that's what you find sometimes, man. You find those people like LeBron at his age still dominating and things like that. She's one of those athletes, man. Yeah. That she's going to be doing this for a long time, man. And she's dominating. Yeah.
Like you said, bro, the space between her and the next person is far. It ain't like when Roy McIlroy and all of them was golfing together. And you oh shit, it's 6 of these. It's like her. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was just looking on before T say whatever, she got, I I follow her on Instagram, right? She got married to a football player. She was went on the honeymoon. And then she was winning gold medals. It wasn't she wasn't you ain't see her in a gym. You ain't see her so whatever she was doing, she was moving in silence and came back deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even know she was coming, but we didn't even know she was participating, bro.
She popped out like a Beyonce album, boop.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Just come out. Yeah. She's pretty dope, man. She's dope. Yeah. And then it seems like she has people looking at gymnastics. Like, I ain't really been like a gymnastics type person.
I'm watching everything too.
Yeah, she got me watching it. And then it's funny to see like more African Americans like get more involved in gymnastics too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's dope. She's dope.
Yeah. And then, I mean, people know about, I'm sure everybody know a little bit about gymnastics, man. It's several events. This girl is dominating all of them. Like, it ain't just like you good at 4 of them or you good at, no, all of them, man. Mm-hmm. It's like crazy.
And it looks effortless.
That floor routine is, that's her, to me, that's the thing for her. That floor routine is crazy.
That one, that one and that one she run and jump off that freaking the thing, that one too, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. And then shout out to Coco Gauff too. Coco Gauff, she won,
definitely, man. One for one the Open. I think she won the U.S. Open.
She had me watching that. Like, I mean, that ain't my sport of choice. She had me like locked in on that, man. Especially that one controversial game between her and Ogun.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Viral, you know what I mean? So it's good. That's good, man. Just to see young women out here dominating, man. For me, I don't care what, I don't care about, the race and all that. For me, it's just dope to see young, hip women out here doing what they supposed to be doing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. She's 19, man. 19. Yeah. And then I don't know if you guys listened to her speech after she won, man. She's good, man. Like, shouts out to her parents, bro. Shouts out to the parents, man.
She got some good parents.
I saw the one where she lost the Open. I forgot how many years ago it was. I think she was like 15 or something. I remember seeing that when she lost, and she was like, upset or whatever. And here she go.
She
back at it. She came and brought it and got it. So that's dope.
Definitely.
So I just recently came down to the realization of something 2 weeks ago, y'all, and I'm not the happiest about it. Mm-hmm. And that's the fact that I gotta find the right words. But the words I have for it is, it just dawned on me that my functionality is at my desk. And that's a hard pill for me to swallow, right? As a divisional LCPO on a carrier, my primary duties exist on a fucking computer, right? For a lot of reasons, right? I gotta sit there and most of the transmission of communication is via email. It ain't like being on the DDG. You just walk and you find somebody, boom. Most of the conversation started in email. And I can't lie, y'all, man. My brain be fried looking at these emails, man. I can't read just email. And these emails, like, that's where all the details at. Like, these emails be everything.
Lengthy.
Everything, I talk to my EDMC sometimes. He'd be like, hey, did you see it in the email? I'd be like, I'm gonna go check. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even about to front. Like, I'm gonna go back and reread it. Cause, I'm like it's like a book, right? All right, we need to be here at this time. Boom, boom, boom. I got it. You know what I mean? But then it's like deep down in the email, it's like the details. They put out the SOE. They put out the safety gear you need and all that. I'm like, damn. I gotta adapt, right? So in my adaptation, I think that's the best word. I pretty much told because we got some new chiefs. So I told the chiefs, I'm like, I just realized that my job is pretty much to be here and make this my hub outside of me walking around talking to the sellers and, stuff like that, like getting on a deck plates every chance that I can, because that's what gives me energy. It's like to be here processing all this fucking information, because that's the way that I'm going to set up my division for success in this existence that I'm in right now. Is to get all the information that I could get as fast as I could get it. And you know how the Navy is. You get emails about shit that's happening that same day or the very next day. So it's like, and then if you wait and you give that to your sellers last minute, you kind of fucking them over. So I'm just saying, rest in peace to the old me that was able to not be on the computer for the majority of the day. Because the carrier paperwork, Damon, you should have told me this. Carrier paperwork, it ain't chump. That shit ain't jump.
But hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, I was lucky when I was on the carrier. It was two of us, and we kind of split that shit up. We was like one of us the admin guy and one of us the deck play guy. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit easy. And he was the LCPO. So it was easy for him to go up there and do all the paperwork stuff. And it was me. I was the maintenance guy, man. I was on the deck place doing helping, training, all that stuff. So it was good for me. But for you though.
Yeah.
First off, you identified it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Right. A lot of people can't identify that they need to be on that computer because, and also you could be in a luckier way. Hopefully you got somebody that can be on the deck place to train and teach, because we know A schools ain't doing it no more. You know what I mean? So hopefully you got somebody that's there that's doing it on the deck place, because if you don't, bro,
I don't know where we at with it, chat. I don't know where we at with that yet.
Yeah. Because I'm here to tell you, if you don't, you're going to find yourself trying to run from the computer to the deck plates. The computer to the deck plates. That's where you're.
Well, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been. And I'm new too. So it's like, I want to get acquainted with everything. I want to see everything. I want to be a part of everything. I want to, like, even with the force revisions, I'm like, yo, I want to do every work center FR. It's like, I probably can't. You know what I mean? I probably can't, but I haven't done them yet. It's new ship. So it's like, I'm just all this shit. And then I still got quals to get. You know what I'm saying? That's the talk earlier. So I still got quals to get, but now I've been at the ship long enough where a couple people do know that this motherfucker ain't stupid. Like, he got a head on his shoulder. You know, let's put him on this team. Let's throw him over here. Let's let him drive this. Let's let him drive. I'm like, so I find solace in the after hours, like when everybody leave, which is easy on the carrier because it's like 1,400. Everybody goes. So I find solace in like, all right, I could get my paperwork and all of this shit done in these after hours. However, I got like quals. I got damage control quals on it. I got like regular, like I'm back on the shit type shit I got to do. Yeah. So I gotta balance that. Like, I gotta do the celerization. I got chiefs. I gotta be a part of their career, at least till some of the new ones leave. And I still got another one. And then I still have to get my own shit. Like, I got my own celerization that I gotta be. And ain't nobody is nobody driving you as a senior chief to get your quals. Like, you gotta drive yourself, but you gotta it's all about prioritizing. Like, you gotta be able to say, I can't do this right now because I have to do this right now, and then I have to do this right now. But the lowest, I can't front, right? The lowest hanging fruit so far for me has been like my own quals and shit. You know what I mean? But eventually I don't want it to get to a point where I done became this, and I ain't even got this fucking qual yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's still a part of the standard progression on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It hurts, damn it. It hurts.
You're going to get called out before that happened, though. You know, they be calling people out when they don't have their calls.
They don't. A lot of times they don't. There's so many people, man. They like just disconnect and they start like you start getting labeled, though. You know what I mean? If you don't get your quals and stuff, they just won't put you in certain spots. Then you get like, oh, well, he ain't even qual this. If your name come up, oh, he ain't even qual this. They won't necessarily come in because you're a senior chief, right? So they maybe the DLCPO may sooner or later say something to you if it get too crazy. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times they won't. They'll just sit there and just, I hope you get qual one day or whatever. Maybe they might get your department head or something, say something, but yeah.
But and then we also undermanned, so it's not hard to see. But also for me, it's things that I want to know, and you know how it is, Damon. Like, I want to know and learn this shit,
everything,
this shit. I want to know everything. I want to be able to, be the trump card in certain situations and understand certain stuff like that. It's just a lot of chiefing to do, right? It's just a lot of like Navy games to do or whatever. What was you about to ask?
One thing, man, is though, like, when you go from a couple people, man, like, it's easy to monitor. You got 10 people working for you, man. It's easy to handle that shit. When you got a lot of motherfuckers on there, boy, I'm telling you got a lot. Yeah. And you undermanned, you got a lot. So think about when you full capacity, man, and got everybody, man. It's a load on a carrier, man. Yeah. You need everybody. People think, oh, you got so many people there. No, you need everybody, though.
Yeah.
You need everybody.
Yeah. It's also hard to influence. Like, it's hard to it's places your influence don't go every day. Like on a destroyer, for instance, Damon, your influence go to each of your sellers every day. Like, each one of your sellers get a little piece of you every single day. Like, some part of your motivation, your honesty, your humble, your humility, stuff like that. Like, every day. it's some days where like all my sellers don't get that from me because they got their own work centers, they got their own work, they got their own interactions. And some people bitter. It's people in the Navy. I ain't talking about, my division, but it's people in the Navy that's like bitter. People been hurt, people been burned. So sometimes your sellers see that more than they see like this side of it, where it's like you motivated, you got your positivity and all of that. So it's like, you got to fight against that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. So especially in those days where it's like, I have to sit at this desk because I got these evals. I got this. So it's hard, man. It ain't, and I don't mean it's hard like it can't be done, but it's one of them things you got to factor in and one of them things you have to work around. I'm so used to being able to like be in my workspace where my sellers get to transit in and out every day. So like if they got the wrong tool, for instance, in a tool bag, I'm right there. Like, yo, you got the wrong fucking tool. Or if they got an issue with an MRC, I'm right there. Or if they troubleshooting some shit, I'm right there. Like, oh shit, you do it like this. Boom. A lot of that, it gets missed because of the proximity. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with.
The hardest thing on the carry for me, man, was the repair lockers, man. Running the drills in the repair lockers, man. You don't, as a DCC or DC whatever, bro, people, they run their own lockers, man.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? You can have like an IT or whatever. A senior chief, he's like the DSET coordinator for his locker. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man? Like, it's crazy like that, man. So that was kind of my hardest thing, man, was like letting other people like do damage control and of course I come in there and I help out or whatever, but I wasn't running the show in some of those lockers.
Yeah, man.
And that was kind of crazy for me.
Yeah, it's definitely like less touch points. You know what I mean? It's less touch points. So you got to hope to be able to influence who you influence and hope that they carry on your influence to the next person, I found like, and I ain't gonna get into this, but I found like it to be like a translation issue when I first got there. It was like, I found it to be like if I say something, it was like the shit had to get done right then. Like it didn't carry on the tone that I wanted it to carry on. Like when I first got there, I found that like, it's like, no, senior said we got to do this. And it's like people thought it was like, stop what you're doing and do what senior said. And that wasn't it. It was just me, so then I myself had to get better with what I'm seeing, what I'm taking in and what I'm saying after, I took it in. However, since then though, we did have a shift in like like my LPOs changed a little bit, right? So the new LPO I got now, I think he understands the temperament more than the last LPO, which it's not like a knock on the last dude. It's just the last dude takes it like, let's get this shit done. Boom, boom, boom. The new dude takes it like without even having a question, he understand like weighing it like a senior. It's like now, boom, boom, boom. Or is it, can we plan and pushing it? Like, so I think our rapport is a little different and like the understanding part. My last LPO made chief, he made chief, he be gone soon. But yeah, so that's kind of what, I was dealing with too at first. Like everything ain't an emergency. I know I'm new. I want y'all to understand how I think. And I think we kind of get to understanding how I think now. For the young sellers out there making TikTok videos, stop violating safety instructions. You know what I mean? Stop violating safety instructions for your And this might be personal, but I shared it on the PTSF. The PTSF page shared it. I don't know who the fuck shared it. Whoever we got that control that PTSF Instagram, right? They shared that shit, right? But they said that the video was of this seller doing this DIY. I don't know why Siri think I'm talking to her. I am not talking to you, Siri. The video was of this seller doing this DIY, like noodles, like pho or some shit on the ship. Siri. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Thank you. So the seller, it was like this DIY, like some pho shit she was putting together, like noodles. She's, I'm going to show y'all how to do this. Sometimes the galley food ain't good. She had the the little hot plate. The crock pot or whatever she had, boiling water and shit. And everybody in the comments like, yo, is that safety check? I'm like, yo, that shit It can't be safety check.
Can't be.
It shouldn't even be on the ship. What are we doing? Who are they?
No.
Who is she?
No.
Tish, I'm telling you right now, Damo probably burst the freaking blood vessel when he saw that shit.
Probably.
About to hit her with the DM. Like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
Right. But I'm glad everybody was in the comments. I'm glad everybody's in the comments like, yo, like.
Yeah, then we wonder why electrical safety under the microscope.
Right.
You don't even need a microscope to see that. Like,
yeah. Mishaps. I can just see that cat's up now.
I bet she got that business though, man. Like for real though, because after that, I bet she thought she was getting all these likes. Everything was great. She was doing this and doing that. And all of a sudden them comments, if the ship didn't even say nothing to her, the comments, you know what I mean? Let her know, hey, I better watch what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know
it don't seem like she even knew, bro, like that. Like that shit is wrong. Like you really think you could just cook in your birthing? Like you just
But everybody else was just kind of walking around too, seeing it and not saying nothing.
Because they was like, on bold. Yo, she got the beef. She got the beef.
They like she be feeding us.
Stroking off tomorrow. Like we good.
Like ain't gonna mess up my connect. That's crazy,
shit, bro.
That's crazy.
That. I got a question for y'all, right? The first question is this. Tish, I'm not sure if you got it or not, but I'm going to ask. I got a DNT list, right? It's the DNT list, the do not try list, right? So these the rates, the motherfuckers on the ship that you do not try. You don't mess with them. You don't get on their bad side, right? I want to know from y'all what's y'all top 3. So I'm gonna get y'all mine, right? And if y'all agree with me, then we on, right? So mine is supply. Period. The whole fucking department, right? You don't fuck with supply. You let them do what the fuck they do. My second is the ITs, right? And that ain't the second in order, because the second in order for me is YNs, right? Like admin and personnel, right? So the YNs is second. The ITs are there too. You don't mess with the ITs because one day you be using the internet and your shit is taking 45 minutes to load up the Google Chrome search page, and everybody else's computer is kicking, and you like, damn, I can't even put leave in the instance. So mine is supply, the ITs, and the YNs. Do y'all have a different group than me?
My supply is always number 1. Just because you be needing stuff, and if you get on their bad side, you ain't getting paper. You ain't getting no pens. You ain't getting no new desk. They won't give you nothing. They'll give you a hard time.
You could tell Tisha got a desk job. Yo, you heard the shit she needs?
Yeah.
Paper. You don't even get a desk.
Paper.
You fucking around. You don't even get a highlighter out of these.
You don't even highlighter. Like, what? What you mean? We ain't got no more blue folders.
I tried to get a clipboard the other day.
I'm telling you. When I need it. But, the second would be ITs. Like if your computer don't work, that's like quality of life type stuff. Like it can ruin your whole day. Like I would probably even put ITs over the supply because when my computer doesn't work, I'm so frustrated. And when I can't get somebody to come up there, when I need them to come up to look at my computer, I get super frustrated because it's like now I can't operate on I got to go to another computer. I don't have no favorites saved. So it can make a 20-minute job stretch out to like an hour.
You be saving shit to your homepage too, on your desktop too, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I be having my
desktop. The full desktop. There's a whole bunch of shit. I can tell.
Be having the desktop.
40-inch, desktop.
Yeah, with a whole bunch of
screens.
But a whole bunch of files and icons.
A whole bunch of files. Yup. And then I have stuff in my personal drive too, but then I also have my favorite saved, like websites saved. I can't do nothing on that. So thank God for Navy Quick Links. That's one of the best things they did. Put everything in one. Links. Like that was bomb when they did that actually. At least in my world. But yeah, like you can't mess with them. And then I would say I'm trying not to mimic yours, so
It's
I really
admin.
want
It's
another
I
one.
mean, that's what it is. It's
It
admin.
is.
It's three.
It
cool.
is
It's
admin because when you need stuff routed through. But here's the thing with us: a lot of our stuff in legal don't go through admin.
Mm-hmm.
We send our stuff straight because it's legal stuff. So we need admin, but not for like routine stuff. But in a regular situation, I realize like everybody else have to route their stuff through admin, and it's crucial. And when I worked in admin, I know it was like, it's a pretty crucial thing. People be coming in there when that stuff is like stopped or lost, and they be like, where this folder at? Admin gonna get blamed for it.
Mm-hmm. So you got
like, my tracker says.
Yep. You got the supply, you got the ITs, and you got admin. What about you, Dan?
ITs, supply. I switched it. IT, supply, and then admin.
Yeah, but it's the same three. It's the same three, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Mine is a little bit different, man. My third, man, I'm gonna start from number one, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's admin, man.
Mm-hmm.
Admin number one. It's easy because of the fact they deal with your money, right? Admin deal with your money. Then it comes to supply, because supply is what it is, man. Like, you need every fucking functional area of supply you need.
Yeah.
But my last one, man, it's not the ITs, man. And it's not even necessarily a rate or anything, man. It's whoever putting quals in, man. I need them people, bro. I need them quals, bro. But I'm gonna tell you why it's not ITs though. Because I know everybody think, ITs get computer in this thing. I think also it depends on who you are too. Like me being a senior chief now, man, it's more like, if I ain't got no damn computer, I'm going to the mess. I'm going You want to cut my shit off? I'm going to the crib, and I'm going to tell everybody I can't do my job without a computer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you want me to do? So
that's that 8.5.
It's kind of like, now, if I was an LPO now, or I works in a suit, it'd be a different
that ain't going down.
Because I need my shit, right? But now, nah, bro, I'm good. Okay, hey, I'm out of here. Tell me department head. I see you guys tomorrow, man. But the quals though, for the person who putting your quals in, I don't care if it's the department head. I don't care if it's the whoever it is, man, the training PO or whoever, man, because they can hold that stuff on you sometimes, man. They want to put your quals in, man. So that's one, man.
That's one of the things that hit me hard. You was about to say something. We could right. But
no, go ahead, bro.
That's one of the things that hit me hard when they started cracking down on it more in the Navy. And it wasn't until I got to the ship with you, Damon, where it was like, oh shit, like everybody can't put quals and rat them. You know what I mean? Like when I was on my first ship, bro, like they're like, yo, they're like, yo, you're a gas free engineer. I'm like, yeah, man, I've been a gas free engineer for a minute. He's an E5. They like, you sectionated qual. Yeah, man, I got it going palm. Like I got that sectionated. It was palm. Everybody wasn't there. I did it with whoever was there. I had to stand one of the watches. You know what I mean? Like yo, man, when I had random access, bro. Yo, you know it, bro. Like random access is like God access. It ain't God. When you
want it too, bro. You want it.
When you put quals in, bro, like, motherfuckers be like, they be like, yo, don't worry about it. Let me see. Give me the PQ. Let me see. Like, yo, I'm still working.
Right.
Let me see. Give me that. Don't worry about it. And then like 2 minutes, yo, you good. You qual, man. And then you walk out that bitch like you passed the board. Like you
right.
Hey, bro.
That part.
Hey, dude, you got me so turned up on this one, bro. I remember, look, I'm going to give you, I got an example, bro. Man. So I had random access, right? I had random access. The best. And I remember, man, one day I was in the mess, man. I was in there like kicked up solo, bro.
Yeah.
And I ain't calling no name. This chief comes in there, man, pissed. What's wrong with this dude, man? This motherfucker pissed. I'm a fucking chief and I don't have random access. He was mad, bro. He was ranting in there, bro. And I said, man, I don't know, man.
Telling you.
Bro, he was going in when he didn't have that random access, man. I'm like, oh my
But the power
bro.
You have, though, not just like the power you have when you have that access, like you can't not get nothing.
Yo, I gotta
and look. And I want people to understand this when we say random access. You can have random access and you can actually put 100% qual in there, whatever. but that don't mean you got the access to qual somebody though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
the final,
it's tears to that shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's tears to it. You know what I mean?
The final joint.
So
I had the final, like that page. What is it? The page 4, page 3. What is that page?
Yeah,
that thing would just
bro.
get bigger about a month. Like, it's like, damn, you got this. Yeah, I got all that. You know, Department 3 in May. All that. E3, Department 3 in May. Like, what we talking about?
Seven pages, bro.
String quals.
I had got a qual before, right? And it's not me. It was a corrupt system. But like, you know, I'm waiting to do the murder board. So a couple people, they like, yo, you need the murder board? I'm like, yeah, I need a murder board. And they asked me like, they asked me like 3 questions, right? And then they like, you're going to have to worry about this is doom. So then another week, I'm qual. So I'm like, yo, I thought, you know, you called because they got you on a fucking watch bill. So I'm like, yo, I thought that like I was still waiting for the board. And they like, that was your board last week. I'm like, that was my board? They like, yeah, that was your board. I'm like, all right. But the next group of people that came around, it was like a new person in charge of the board. So they was getting like the 3rd degree. Like, so they hit me up. Somebody hit me up like, hey, what they ask you? Did they ask you this one? Like the shit that they was talking about. I ain't know nothing about it because it's like they ain't asked me none of this. Did they ask you this? And they did a board, y'all. They did a board, but they bombed that shit. Like so now they coming around like trying to get like information. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, did you get asked this at your board? So me, I'm always so like honest and shit. I'm like, honestly, yo, they ain't give me no board. They gave me some bullshit and then said it was my board. And then they threw me on a watch bill. And then most of my like training outside of what I knew from being UI was like OJT shit. So then they go back. Somebody go back and tell the people that that's what I said. So somebody comes to me like, yo, you gotta be careful telling people that you ain't really have a board because they going around saying that, and now they about to check the credibility of the entire qual
program.
I'm like, y'all did that shit. That wasn't me. I was asking for it.
Mess it up for everybody.
Yeah. So then the person came back around again, right? It was like, hey, you know, did they? So then, you know, now I'm like being a little different. You know, I'm like, well, at my board. You know what I'm saying? At my board, this is what they went over. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. And sometimes that's just how corrupt the Navy could be. Real quick, this ain't about corruption. This just sad, man. You know, I was at sick call I was going to sick call because I felt a little sick. And what fucked me up was that the doc that was in the line, he was doing like, you know, the checks that they do with the light to like your ears and like your mouth. He was doing that shit with an iPhone flashlight. He was doing that shit with an iPhone flashlight, bro.
Oh my
shit fucked me up. I'm
bro.
like, yo, I don't know if I could trust this medical, man.
Oh my goodness, that's funny
and I
as
thought
shit.
it was a
Tish
fluke.
froze.
Yeah, she froze, man. I gotta keep going. I thought it was a fluke. Next person came up. He's like, yeah, hold your mouth open real quick. He pulled that iPhone flat. Yeah, you good?
No, bro. No.
Yo, you good? You good? It was like a lieutenant too. I was like, yo, this ain't this. I don't know if I'm in the right place. No. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know if I don't know if I could stay like professional though, bro. I've been laughing my ass off.
Like, yo, do you have what? You know, I don't even know what that is. You got the little thing with the cone on it with the actual light that you can stick inside my ear. Like, you got that? No, I got the iPhone 13. Yes, like, yeah, I got you. I got what she was in there.
Crazy, bro.
Bro, it's crazy.
Shit happening like that, man. I don't know, like shit was happening like that around me too, man. It's real crazy.
I
shit,
wasn't expecting it, bro. All right, let's get into some real shit, right?
Okay.
Recruiting, right? Recruiting. So Tish just gone, y'all. To the YouTubers who know what's going on, Tish gone. She might be back. Who knows? To the listeners who don't know what's going on, Tish has left the building. Who knows? Who knows when she comes back? But hopefully she gets back. You know, we thought she had it together. We thought her internet was good. We thought everything was good. Here she come looking like she ain't never disappeared. She popped back up looking like she never went nowhere. Like, all right, the Navy. will miss recruiting goals by 7,464 this year. And I got some facts. I got some facts here, and then I'm going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to belt out some facts, and I'm going to shut the hell up. Right? So about 30,000 people joined. The goal was 37,700. Right? And that's enlisted. But we also are down officer, enlisted reserve, and officer reserve. Right? So since we were down this year in recruitment, we got higher goals next year, right? So we were trying to get 37,700 this year. Now we're looking at 46, so 40,600 enlisted, right? Now here goes some of the initiatives that we came out with this year to enhance recruitment efforts. The Forged by the Sea campaign, ASVAB, you could get between a 10 and 30. And that's 20% for between 10 and 30. And some people saying that and some people starting to say they can see the tens, man. Like, that's sad. Yo, that's fucked up. I ain't say that. I'm saying what people saying, y'all. I'm saying what people saying. They saying that they can spot the tens. They know who the tens are, y'all. They know who the tens are, y'all. So, it's people saying it.
Yo, you got a waiver.
The Super Bowl commercial we did was that Forged by the Sea Super Bowl commercial spots, Super Bowl spots. The 3-week program in Great Lakes for fitness standards, bonuses and waivers, the positive drug test changes, the tattoo changes, the single parent can enlist changes. Every seller is a recruiter initiative. And then we tried to do the 6-day work week for recruiters, and that went down very fast. Retention. And before I shut up, retention, Zone A, right? So Zone A is up to 6 years of service, right? We hit 114% of that goal, right? I know Damon's sitting there wondering, like, damn, Damo was on duty and everything. He still got his research that, like, this dude on it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on it, man. I'm on it.
Not myself. I like it.
Retention, right? Zone A, right? Like I said, up to 6 years of service is Zone A. That's 114% of the goal, so we exceeded, right? Zone B is the only one that we didn't. Zone B is 6 to 10 years of service, and that was 98.2% of the goal. Zone C is 10 to 14, and that was 106.5% of the goal. And we believe that we did well with retention because of billet-based advancements and SRBs, and also the temporary higher tenure suspension. So that's why we think we did good with retention. But what about this recruitment, y'all? Y'all got thoughts on that or anything?
Well, to be honest with you, man, when we was reading the article, man, the 7,464 was better than what we thought, right? We was expecting it to be like, 13,000 or something, but we got it at 7,000 and something. So we was like, oh, well, it ain't as bad as we thought it was going to be, you know? Yeah. But, you got the delayed program that helped that out too, though. You know what I mean? They kind of depleted the delayed program, the late entry program. So now they heard now, right? So I think next year it may be worse, than it was, last year.
What you mean by depleted the delay? What you mean?
So I'm not the expert on this, so.
He wasn't expecting you to say that. He was like, so, I don't know.
Let me clarify that shit real quick. So recruiters, make sure you guys, hold me accountable if I'm not all accurate. But yeah. The delayed entry program is where they have a lot of recruits kind of in standby or whatever, right? So you go through their programs. They might go in August. You have some in September. You have some in this. So what they did is, what I'm assuming they did anyway, is pull them forward, right? Pull them forward, put them in the Navy. And so the delayed entry program they had already set up for how many people going to go this month, how many people go that month. Those sailors are gone now. So now they got to go out there and recruit more sailors and put them in the program.
Okay.
So if I'm, hey, help me out, you know, recruiters, if I'm overstepping.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I think this whole recruiting thing, man, like we doing a lot, man. You guys, 75,000, man. If you don't want to come in the Navy for 75 grand, bro, like for 4 years, 6 years or whatever it is, man, if you don't have your shit together and you don't want to come in for 75 grand, that's crazy. Yeah. We talking about the school stuff that they're talking about right now. Paying off your debt and all this stuff, man. It's some crazy stuff that that you can benefit from right now. And I'm not trying to be a recruiter right now. I'm just saying, I'm just talking the facts like Damo just put out, man.
Yeah.
Like the stuff Damo just put out is like crazy right now when it comes to coming into the military right now. So with all that being said, man, I think the issue now is how many sailors are getting out too, though.
Yeah.
Well, we just said retention.
You know what I mean? We're trying
bad.
to keep.
I just said retention is good.
Yeah, retention wasn't.
But they still getting out though. They still rolling.
Those are numbers, right? You talk about what y'all talk about what we seeing, right? Because those numbers, but what we seeing, what we seeing and we feeling, it seem different, right?
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're undermanned. Yeah, it feels a whole lot different.
Most definitely.
Y'all think it's like it's getting too like some of the military shit is getting like too. It's weird because this is government anyway, but y'all think some of the things getting too political or something?
You mean like as far as like why people won't come in?
Or why people getting out? Because a lot of people don't want politics in their coffee. Like you know, right. I don't know like a better way to say it, but some people don't want politics to be a part of everything happening. That's why a lot of people, like I asked who was a better actor between Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and somebody was like Pacino because De Niro is becoming too political or whatever like that. So I was just wondering if y'all like what some of the reasons why y'all think people not joining or people are getting out.
I think
go ahead.
I was about to say I think people are getting out because it's kind of easier to make money now, especially with social media. Everybody is like becoming viral and figuring out how to like crack the code on that. Like we were talking about before, like sailors are learning to do stock trading. So they have other options.
Yeah, why are we not? And I don't want to go too deep there because we talked about it before. That's why I'm kind of jumping in. So why are we not attracting them?
Because of the bullshit that they got to deal with when they're in, honestly. Like, they're like, if I can roll and then still make the money that I need to make to support me, why am I dealing with this bullshit? Why am I dealing with this command with low morale? Like, I'd rather just go home. Like, a lot of sailors are miserable out there. Morale low, like, job satisfaction is low. And so they just like, all right, I'm gonna roll. Whose fault is that? Good question. I know it starts with leadership though. But yeah, and as far as like people coming in, why they want, it's kind of the same where it's like everybody kind of looks at the military like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. Or I can just make a few TikToks and I'm straight. So we're competing with easy money versus having to come in. But being on the other side now, I still see that there's value, even with that easy money, because that's not guaranteed money. You can go viral. You can be doing great on TikTok. What happens when the U.S. bans TikTok and you got out? Or people got out because they started making it big with OnlyFans. We really had sailors getting out after that. Yeah. So it's like, well, what happens when that viral moment just becomes that, just a moment? And now you've given up your career and you don't have the stable income anymore. Like, I think there's still value in the Navy. Even on my worst days or my worst command, I still felt like there was value there. So I'm 100% disabled. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm 100%. I said %. I'm 100%. You know what I'm saying? I got that just a few days ago. And so to have,
is it like going again?
We're gonna look into that.
Yeah, that's what David is. What'd you say, David?
We want to look into that.
So, my question, because my question was, I don't know if it's going against HIPAA or whatever, but can you like let us know some of what's wrong with you?
I can.
Okay.
That's HIPAA.
Yeah, I figured it was HIPAA, but like I don't see nothing. Like I don't see.
Hit me, and
it ain't nothing visible. I saw you dancing, or I saw you TikTok.
Yeah, it's all on the side though. That'd be like moments. But I will tell you this:
it take a lot for you to build a lot.
It take a lot. I will tell you. I will tell you this though. One of them, it's PTSD from being an LN. That was my major one. Damo looking around.
Gosh, man.
Damo looking around.
Because we can't say shit. Like, it's over. The conversation is over. Like, like, what do we say? We insensitive to whatever. Nothing. You shut us out with that.
Like being at LN, we're exposed to a lot. Like I told y'all some of the stories, but that was just one story or maybe 2 or 3 stories I've told out of the bunches of stories. Like we have to, it is not like something that we just hear like scuttlebutt. Like y'all just hear scuttlebutt. Oh, I heard this happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, we see like pictures. We have to like engulf ourselves in all of the facts to where it can be, we go through this training called vicarious trauma training, being an LN, because you can perceive trauma just by reading cases or by going through a case. So yeah, we're exposed to a lot. So yeah, don't hate on my 100%. But going back to what we were talking about, right? Going back to what we were talking about. I have my pension. I have my disability. I'm going back to school for my master's program. I'll be making the same that I made while I was on active duty. That's something you are not going to get by getting out early, because you're going to miss the pension, or by not joining. Like, at what point, what career can you get where at 38 you can literally just make $7,000 by sitting at home every day or going to school? Like,
it's some shit out there, Tish.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, there is some stuff that you can do it with, but like,
without the 20 years,
just wake it up. Just
wake it. All I got to do every day is wake up, and I can continue to get paid. Just wake up and keep breathing. That's it. And stay broken. Like, not like money broke, but like physically, just stay broke. Shout out to my VA people out there, our VA fans.
Yeah. Shout out to VA now. We got a VA episode coming at some point, y'all. I ain't gonna say when, but it's one coming.
Yeah, we've been talking about the VA.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think we went to dark 30.
There's benefits to coming in. I think, I don't know why we can't get people to come in, because I still hear people talking about, my kid need to go to the military.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Beyonce can get people to wear silver to a fucking concert and get everybody to stop talking at the same exact time, but the Navy can't figure out how to recruit our goal. Because
Beyonce need to say it. Maybe we need to get celebrities, because they're doing this.
I got a problem with celebrities. We're going to talk about celebrities in a second. So I got a question about celebrities, because they killing me. And Jamie Lee Curtis going to have to come up to the podium. You know what I mean? Because these celebrities. All right, let's real quick. I want to shed light on a seller, Nigel Townsend Jr., who vanished in San Diego. That's all I know about the story, y'all.
Me too.
Is Nigel Townsend vanished. His chain of command of his family, they saying, is uncharacteristic of the seller. That's all I know. You know anything, Damon?
Update. He's been found.
That's good.
Good stuff. Good.
Yeah, he was found like a week later. Report came out. So I reading. I was like, man, when you posted this, and I said, oh shit, let me look this up real quick, because I remember we was talking about it in the office, and I looked at it, and that's all it said, bro. Yeah. Didn't give us no insight. Didn't give us nothing to talk about. Say he's been found. That's kind of all it said. But yeah, it didn't clarify nothing. Didn't do where he was at. Nothing.
I'm gonna find out.
He's been found.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
I'm about to call my old office.
It said it was like almost a week or something like that. Happened. He was missing.
Something happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he's back, because when I saw that, that made me real sad. So I'm glad that he is found. And hopefully he's all right, and hopefully his mental health is good. So
let's do. Hey, for the listeners, this might be a longer episode than normal, because I know y'all miss us. So I know y'all miss us. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get David for 3 hours. It's hard to book
David
for 3
during football season.
During
football season, right?
Come on at 9, but it's about the pod thing, man.
So what should do better?
Oh man, my do better is hey man.
Teach don't got one, yeah.
Yeah. Teaching got to do.
I'll have one by the time you get to me.
So my do better is the bathrooms, man, the head, whatever you want to call it, in the NGIS and in the Navy Lodge, man. So my problem is this, man. Like, we're not on a ship. What's up with this single ply toilet paper, bro? Single ply, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on with this single ply toilet paper, man? Inside the head, man. And then my other thing, my last thing, man, like, and that's a big deal for me, man.
So I think it is, because this was a do better of yours before single ply.
Yeah.
This ain't your first single ply.
Single ply, right? I got a problem with single ply. My other thing is, man, so you got your toilet right here. Why in the hell do we put the toilet paper holder behind us, man? You know what I mean? What's up with that? Why I gotta turn around to get my toilet paper, man? In the Navy Lodge and GIS, you got the wall right here. You can put it. You got all these different places you can put it. Why it has to be behind me, man? The toilet. That's a problem, man.
I'm with you there.
You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about it, man. That's my do better, man. Come on, NGIS. First off, single ply and put the goddamn toilet racks in the right spots, man. That's my do better.
You know, because especially with us getting old, you got to turn around to try to get it, and then it's just It's just weird. Yeah, I don't like that. And then when the toilet flip, like, I don't know why would you put it back there? Just put it in the little container to where, you know, when it flush, you don't get the backwash or whatever. But or the backflip. You know how, like, when you
backsplash, like the kitchen, the backsplash.
You know, when the toilet flush, the particles kind of go up out in the air. That's why you got to cover the toilet paper. But like, that's odd. I can understand why that's to do better. For those who think he's just on a rant, like, I understand you, Dan.
No,
I understand.
That's a real rant. You guys know what it is. Single ply is a real rant.
It is.
Man.
You gotta wrap that shit around a whole bunch of time.
For the listeners and the viewers, I don't know how Damon see Tisha, but her mouth ain't moving at the same time as her words.
Delayed now.
It's fucking me up. Yeah, it's fucking me up, y'all. But we gonna keep it going. Look, so check it out. Mine got to do with tallest too, actually. So mine got to do with people, grown ass adults that go to work and do these explosive ass shits and don't clean the fucking toilet, and then you go home and try to teach your kids how to be young fucking adults. Right? Y'all bother me. I got fucking smoke for y'all. Y'all bother me so much. If you shit and your shit was loose and juicy and that shit splattered across the walls of the fucking toilet, grab a scrub thing and clean your fucking shit. You know what I mean? We go into these heads, bro. I went to the head, bro, for like 2 weeks straight. The same person, because ain't nobody that's doing cleaning stations. Chiefs, I'm talking to chiefs too, honestly. Like, so we get like a chief rotation. So different chiefs go clean, but ain't nobody about to clean a shit smoothie. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody about to clean liquid shit. Nobody. So you passing the toilets because you're not going to clean that shit. That's a grown ass adult that's sitting on ranking boards, doing meal evals, putting out shit to they fucking division and they sailors, training junior officers, doing one-on-ones with the COs, doing midterm CDBs, signing off on counseling chits and evals, and you can't clean shit out of the fucking toilet, grown man.
Your own shit.
It's your shit. Grab a brush and clean your shit. Don't leave it for somebody else. And if I had this conversation with somebody I love too, about shit as well, because it's a thing. If you get up from the toilet and walk away from that bitch like it's a fucking explosion, you know, you might want to look back and see what damage you've done.
Yeah.
Cause bro, if the toilet is like that, bro, I don't sit on it. Like, I can't sit on the toilet that's painted brown, like the Dave Chappelle, like the pop copy video. I can't do it. You know what I mean? So, mother, it could be 6 open toilets. You got to find the one clean joint. Like, it's 5 of these bitches with explosive shits in it. Come on, y'all, do better. Y'all are wrong.
Real.
Like, if you do it, I want you to, like, right now look inside your soul, bro, because you're fucking wrong, bro. Do some soul searching, clean behind your shit.
Hey, man, Damo, you got a real motherfucking rant right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talking about a grown ass man, woman, whoever, man. If that's your shit, you got to clean. You can't expect nobody else to do that for you, man.
Right.
I can't believe you can leave that fucking stall or leave whatever and thinking in your mindset that somebody else is going to clean this up. I'm going to leave this here.
Right.
That's some bullshit right there.
I would be embarrassed.
Some bullshit.
I would be embarrassed. Like, if I'm in the bathroom, I don't even want nobody else to hear when I'm in there, let alone see the damage that I did. I will hold it out. Like, I'll be sitting in the stall, like, waiting until everybody leave. And then you try to get that one out. Like, that probably, like, I just can't see how somebody can just roll out after that and be like, hey, I feel better. And let me just roll. I can't see how they can do that. I can't even do that in my own toilet at home.
Yeah. And I don't go after them, Teach, because if you go after them and then somebody come behind
now it look like you did it.
But the type of person I am, I gotta explain it. Like, yo, somebody, I'm straight with you. Like, somebody hit that shit up and they fucked it up, but it wasn't me.
It wasn't.
But somebody fucked it up before.
They like, nah, that was Damo.
Yeah, they like, nah, he nasty butt.
Mud butt.
Nasty butt.
He got the mud butt.
Oh man, yo, what you do better, Teach?
Okay.
What you do better?
So my do better. Dang, I had one and then you started talking about that and then I lost it. I forgot who it was. No, we can keep going because I know
forgot. Who it is. I know who it is. You did the 360 video.
Yeah. Okay. My do better. Okay. So there is a realtor in the San Diego area. Am I still lagging?
You better.
Yeah, you are.
A little bit, but it's a little bit better.
I'm hoping that it's going to come through. There's a realtor in the San Diego area. Her name is Veronica Hosey. Okay. Veronica Hosey. You want to know more? Please hit me up. I can show you a picture or whatever. But she's a realtor that I used when I was selling and buying. And then I started referring her to other people. And my transaction went well. And I believe my transaction went well because her best friend was the seller's agent. And then I didn't really I just kind of wanted to buy. Like, I didn't really need no convincing. It was a good property. It was a good deal. It was off market. So yeah, I was like, let's roll with it. But other people, like the normal people who are shopping, like they're looking at different options and they're like, oh yeah, no. Like, she literally will lie. She will tell you whatever she got to tell you to get you to close the deal. And then once you got that, because she targets military so you can buy multi-units. And we in Cali, so you buying a multi-unit, you spending, like, mine was $935,000. It's other people spending 1.4, 1.5. They got $10,000 mortgages and they get in and then they're stuck with a mortgage and then they're having to come out of the pocket with these extra expenses that she's lied about. Or like my homegirl, she ended up getting sued by the buyers because of something that was her fault. And so she had to kind of like come out of pocket and pay that. And so me and her, like, I told her I can't really, you've done too many military wrong. It's been like a number of people. It was another chief. It was a first class. She messed up some stuff on a car deal with this first class or whatever. So it's like, I can't really mess with you if like you doing that like to a whole bunch of military people, right? So I cut ties with her via text message. Look, we had a long phone conversation and then I was like, in the text message, like, we just go our separate ways. I don't want to do with you or whatever, right? Yeah. So then she blocked me at some point. She blocked me and then somebody sent me a video where she had my face posted on her page. Now, I don't want to be associated with her. And it was like 2 videos or something back from when we were cool, like when she had just closed on my unit. So before all of this other stuff was happening. And so she posted a video with me in it, but I'm blocked. Don't put my face on your page like we cool, you know, and you trying to like kind of like using me for clout. I don't like that. Trying to get in the military space or whatever. Because a lot of the clients that she's had are people that I either has referred to her or I just knew them. Cause I always, when I see somebody on her page, I'm like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person. So, I went and put on my story denouncing my endorsement to her because I don't want people to associate her messy ass with me. So, I will blast her everywhere that I have the opportunity to blast her. Do not use her. She will sell you whatever. You will be stuck with a big old mortgage that you got to figure out. One chief fired her because the transaction was so messy. I got receipts. If she's already claimed before she blocked me, she was all talking about defamation lawsuits and all this stuff. She can bring that too. I don't care because it's only slander and defamation if it's false. I got receipts. So try me not. So do not use Veronica, aka Bad Business, aka Scam Likely Posey as your realtor. If you want a realtor in San Diego, I got plenty. There are some that are active duty. There are some that are retired. There are some that don't really have any military affiliation, but I know them. Spouses of military. I got you. Just don't use her. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's it.
Just a little person. Just naming them out there, man.
All of this. I want all the smoke.
Yeah. You know, the biggest thing I learned from this is to be careful who you take 360 videos with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the ladies out there, y'all think that shit
we
cute.
Be jumping on them things real quick.
I'm thinking, what I was thinking about, do Veronica got some hands, man? Because you know what I mean?
I talked to Tisha about that offline. We had a conversation offline.
Listen,
about that.
If she wants it, I got that too. I'm a whole civilian in these streets, okay? I'm a whole civilian.
Yeah.
And I got bail money.
Hey, y'all, find her on Instagram so y'all can see Tisha this 360 video with her. Look at
Go on her social media. Look. So you remember the part when I was like, tell her stop playing with me? Somebody went and posted on her social media page and under that video in the comments, like, stop playing with Tisha.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It was Baby Go.
Baby Go.
Shout out to Baby Go.
Shout out to him. Yeah.
Baby Go. That's our guy, man. He held it
I'm trying to shut her down because and the thing about it that I don't like is that she's targeting military. Like all of her, everything, whenever she comes on, she's like, oh, if you're in the military, because we got the VA loan. So, and we have the income to support it. So it's like we're easy targets. And what she's offering is great. Like I agree, like military people out here, if you don't have a place, buy a multi-unit, rent out the other units. It's a cash cow. I'll put anybody onto that. But the realtor that you choose can make that transaction horrible. And you don't want to have no bad realtor when you're talking about 1.5.
Yeah. Tisha, already you getting 100% disability, you know, you don't keep fucking with Veronica, you know, might go up to 120, man. put the gloves on, put the mitts on.
Put them paws on them.
Damon, one of your do-betters happened to me. I ain't gonna get into it too much, but it was where you said, like, somebody had talked to somebody. So somebody, electrician got tasked with something. And then I think when the shit start hitting the fan and they ain't have it done in time, an email, but I ain't know nothing about the tasking. An email got sent to them with me CC. like, yo, where's that? You know what I mean? But now they CC me.
Don't CC me.
Don't CC me. Dog. I did exactly what you said. I said, I deleted that shit. Don't CC me. Because if if it is an issue and you gonna have to come see me. You got to come talk to me.
Yeah, come talk to me.
You ain't seeing me because you talk to him by yourself. Y'all get this shit settled and square by yourself. I am not saving a day.
Hey, Damo, one more thing about that, man. And you have to be so straight up with it. When they come to you, you be like, yeah, I talked to your sailor. I want you to clarify what you said. You talk to my sailor. So don't think for 1 second now you're going to put anything on me.
Yeah,
you know
the sad part be, it be petty a little bit too, because it's like, I'm trying to stop the shit from burning on fire, bro. Yeah, but you did it wrong. You went about it the wrong way.
Hey, sometimes you gotta make an example, bro. Gotta let them know, man.
You got your mental damage to the trip. I don't care. You should have talked to me first. You know what I mean? You should have hollered at me. You ain't about to CC me down and he running late with it. Keep with him. Real quick, right? And I'm not gonna get too deep with all of this stuff. But do y'all, how important is it in these days and times that we discuss what's going on in the world, what's going on with not really the government, but the military, with our sailors, right? And I'm going to talk a few things and y'all can kind of extend the thoughts and stuff like that. But the government shutdown thing that happened and was kind of postponed or something like that for a little bit. China and Taiwan. What was happening over there? China was showing force over there. Like, we missed a few weeks. For the listeners, we missed a few weeks. We got like 1,000 topics. We're not going to cover them all, right? And a lot of these we would have had a whole lot more coverage on, but I just want to kind of ramble a few things. Government shutdown, China and Taiwan, Israel and Hamas. I think it's like 17, maybe 17 American hostages right now. Shout out to the Gerald for strike group. Went out there. So now we got fighter jets carry out there, showing support for Israel. What I'm doing right now is shouting out our fellow service members for going and doing what we enlist to do and what we sign up to do. That's what I'm doing. That's what we do. That's why we're here. You know what I mean? But my question is, with all of these things going on, how important is it to actually have these conversations with your sellers?
I think it's important because they're seeing it on social media nowadays. So I think a lot of times they already know and they're having the discussion. So without us, so we might as well be having the discussion with them, because it's not, back when we were coming up, a lot of the information came like that would come from the top. Now they're getting all their information from social media. And, a lot of times social media can bend and twist the truth, or, will have some people at a false sense of heightened security, or maybe they kind of downplay it, so I would want to drive the conversation of all right, this is what we know, this is what we don't know, these are possibilities, and kind of get their thoughts on it. So they're already having a conversation for sure, because it's all over social media, and that's where their info come from. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I agree. It's very important. The China and Taiwan thing, man, that's just information that, you want your sailors to know about. You may not get deep with it, but you want them to know about the Israel thing. Same way, you want everybody to know about it. That can go so many different ways right there. I got people on Friday wasn't taking their kids to school because of stuff that was happening. So that can go a lot of different ways. The government shutdown thing, man, we had this whole talk before about it was about to shut down. This happened for the defense, and they got us paid and all that stuff. Bro, this time it went down to the hours, bro.
I feel like it's done that before.
This was different. Well, no. Before they came out and put a clause in there and say, hey, we gonna pay the military if this gets shut down. This time that clause wasn't in there already until the last minute.
Yeah.
It was last minute. And they came out and they said at the end, okay, we extended this for 45 days to make blah, blah. It still ain't over.
Right.
It still ain't over. But this was one time where our cause actually sent the email telling us it's a possibility that we don't get paid on the 15th. Right? He and then he gave us all these things that we can look into if we need money, if we blah blah blah, all this stuff. Like all that stuff went out this time. Normally they don't get that.
I was wondering what was going to happen with my pension check. Because I was like, who pushing the button on my check? Like, is that person on a shutdown? And what happens if, because I'm in that in-between phase, like where mine isn't automatic. So if that person isn't there to push the button to like process my record from my pay military to retiree, then even when everybody start getting paid, I'm still backlogged because they still got to convert mine over. So I was like, oh, this one, I didn't know about you guys active duty, because that's the first time that has happened where that paycheck was like on the chopping block.
It was in limbo. And I'm gonna tell you one more thing. The only thing that the other thing that gets to me, man, like, is the politics in it, right? I kind of had, man, look, they was using that, Republicans, Democrats, man, they was using it. If we wouldn't have got paid on that side of it, man, they was using it. You told us you're not going to pay the military. So people was using that as a political thing for their parties. So it was crazy out there, man. It was just crazy.
Yeah, I talked to my division about China. I talked to them about the government shutdown. I was absent, like when the Gerald Ford and stuff. I was in training and stuff like that. So we didn't get to talk, but I try my best to talk about those kind of things because that's really what's going on in the world. When you were coming up, Damon, was your chiefs talking to y'all about like the OJ case and stuff like that?
No, bro. None of that stuff, man. We like to be honest with you, man.
You catch the joke.
The OJ case.
OJ case. You catch it. No,
we weren't going to talk about nothing, but yeah, most definitely not the OJ case.
It's crazy. So now on the whole Israel Hamas Gerald Ford strike group thing. Do these celebrities now? I had a question. Then yesterday, some shit happened, and they added to the question. But I'm seeing a lot of celebrities post. Do they have to post? Like, is that like? Do y'all get something out of reading what fucking some celebrity had to say about this whole thing?
No, I don't even see it.
I see it. True. I think Floyd Mayweather posted. I forgot who else posted. But I saw it from somebody's page who's like from Morocco. So they're like, that's kind of like home for them. Like it's kind of close to home. And so they've been posting a lot about it, and then they reposted Floyd Mayweather, but I haven't really on my own seen any, other celebrities posting about it. But I feel like celebrities, like people be expecting celebrities to like give input or show where their support is on stuff that has nothing to do with like why they're a celebrity. Like he's a boxer. He's a boxer. So it's like, why does it matter what he thinks? But a lot of people, if with celebrities, if they don't say anything, then people look at it like, oh, well, then you must, be in support of the opposition. Kind of like with the George Floyd thing, where celebrities felt like they had to post something to kind of say what their whose side they were on, what position they stood in it. And if they didn't, people were like, oh, well, if you're silent, you're condoning it. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Like Jamie Lee Curtis, man, she posted something on like Instagram or somewhere, and she posted a picture of these kids that were like ducking like missiles, I guess. And they were, and I guess she said it was sad. I don't know what she said. Terror from the skies. So she posted terror from the skies. It was like a father like trying to hold kids while they were looking at like missiles. And she wound up deleting it because it was the wrong group. It was the wrong group of kids. So she posted Palestinian kids when she really should have meant kids from Israel because she's supporting Israel. So she posted the wrong kids. So she had to go ahead and delete that shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. Like, we can't be faking this shit and doing this shit for this and all of that. And maybe not faking is the wrong thing, but I just think we need to be more conscious and aware of what we're doing. Like, you posting the wrong kids, and somebody brought up, well, kids are kids no matter what. Like, no kids should be subjected to like children under like a certain age. None of them should be subjected to this kind of violence. I don't think anybody wants any children subjected to this kind of shit. Right. But, yeah, so that's what happened with Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, she posted the road to the kids
man.
and had to delete that shit.
Yeah. And you have to too, man, because people going in on you, bro. Like, especially being a celebrity, man. You're a celebrity. People don't got ain't no love for you.
Yeah.
Like you post the wrong thing, man. They like, okay, you got all these people working for you. You can't get this. You can't get the right picture up here.
She said, "Oh no, not those kids.
Not those kids. I don't care about those kids.
The other
kids are the kids that I care about that shouldn't be subjected to this shit. Those kids, they can get whatever. That's just crazy. Yeah, that's
them kids can get
but
it.
The question is, like, do you think she should have kept it on there then? Or
so it's aspects of the podcast and aspects of this that I don't get into, and that's an aspect that I'm not going to get into on the podcast.
Well, like, do you think it did more damage with her taking it off? Is what I'm asking, I guess. Because that.
No, it
kind of does send a signal of like, I don't give a fuck about these kids. It's the other kids, but
yeah.
I guess
it sounds like that, but it all depends on. I don't want to get into it either, but it depends on the message. Whatever message she had on there, then you posting the wrong kids. That's the crazy part of it.
You can't if you fuck up, and in this world too. If you fuck up, you fucked up. Like, you've messed up. Like, it's no good apology for it. It's no good anything for it. And in the time we live in now, if you like now, they pulling up Chat GPS when people apologize and like trying to expose them for using Chat GPS to help them write the apology. Like, it's something wrong with that. Right. Like, hey, I want a really a better apology than I can word. Like, let me use like Chat GPS to help me. People like, oh, that wasn't passion. Like, people are judging your apologies now. So it's like, we in a whole different time. You can't even, if you fuck up, you might as well just fuck up. If you don't apologize, it's over. If you don't apologize, it's over for you. Remember when Justin Timberlake was like, apologized, and then they was like, nah, like, burn him at the stake. Like, you fucked up. Like, no, like, do it over. Like, apologize again, do it over. And we're going to get into that a little bit with the CNO, because I got a question about the CNO, even though we know it's not official because of, whatever happened. But before we get into that, I do want to say that our last episode, Tish, when John asked me if we were ready, and I'm like, yeah, we ready. I've seen sellers stand up. And, one of the bros called me on the phone, Damon, and was like, yo, Damo, I love you, bro, but we ain't ready, dog. He was like, we not ready. These ships are fucking broke. This, that. He like, yo, we ain't ready, bro. He's like, and I just wanted to have a conversation with you and let you know
we ain't
fucking ready. And I took in what he said. Yeah. We'll probably get him on the pod. He was on the pod before too. Love him. So I took in what he said. We'll probably get him on the pod most likely. But to keep it short, right? What do y'all think? Y'all think like, well, Damon, what do you think? You've been going out to all of these ships. You're looking at the equipment. You're looking at the sellers and all of this stuff. And I know we always talk about this. Do you think we ready right
on the
now
waterfront
to fuck some shit up? If
this is what I'm gonna tell you, man. I think we are ready to do what we need to do, right? And I'm saying it in a way, yes, some shit's fucked up out there, right? No doubt. But this was happening, right? When a ship can't go, another ship gonna stay longer. You know what I mean? So it ain't like we don't have nobody out there or nobody to do anything. It's just delaying because, we transfer ships. Ships go out, one ship come back, ship go out, ship come back. But the only issue now is that ship going to have to stay longer than they anticipated it. Your freaking 6 months is turned into a year or 10 months or whatever. So it ain't like we can got people where they need to be at. It's just the fact that he is right though when it comes to how many ships do we got that can go right now.
What about mindset? What about mindset?
I think the mindset is like, okay, if it's time, it's time. If it's time to go, let's go. You know what I mean? I don't think kids look at it like in a way of like, oh shit, I'm not coming to work today. We finna leave and go over here. I don't think it's like that. I hope it's not like that.
When you say kids, who you talk about? Like
the younger sailors. Okay. Younger sailors. And if you are a senior sailor, that's an officer or not, or officer or enlisted, you should be promoting when it's time to, when we got to do what we got to do. You should be, have that speech in your back pocket, you know what I mean? Ready to rock and roll because we got to do what we got to do, right? Once the call has been made.
Mm.
But yeah, back to your point, Damo, I think we right in the middle though, man. I'm not going to say we're not ready because I think we are there, but, it's right there in the middle though, man. Like these ships.
My man hit me. I want to have a really good conversation with some people.
Me too.
Who that's on the other side of it and hear their points. Cause I think the Navy need to hear those points. Like if it's people that really think like, yo, we are not ready for some real shit to go down and we so close to real shit going down. I think the Navy needs to hear the points that people have of why they feel like we're not ready. Because maybe there are some things that we could do. Because some people that talk to me, they make really good points at times. And I see both sides. I see days where I'm like, this happened, this went down, good. Because the last part I was saying like people don't want to do the bullshit. And in bullshit, I wasn't saying things were bullshit, but I was saying some people look at things like it's bullshit to them. Like some people look at drills like, yo, this is bullshit. Why are we doing this? You know what I mean? So it's like, I just want to have a full-fledged, conversation the right way. You know what I'm saying? And then, hey y'all, look, I know we said we was going to talk about the relationship between the war room and the CPO mess, man. We gonna table that. It's funny because somebody hit me up and was like, yo, I can't wait. Y'all talked about it on the last pod. Like, I can't wait that y'all had this conversation. Well, hopefully we got you to stay longer.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it on another pod. I ain't even gonna say the next pod. We're gonna talk about it on a future pod. Let's do that. Like, hopefully we could get an officer with us. Hopefully we could find an officer.
Oh man,
get an officer with us, right? I want to get to Tisha left again, y'all. Hopefully she be back, y'all. I want to get to what I came to get to today. I don't know if you want me to hit it first, Damon, or if you want to start talking, but this whole senior enlisted marketplace, right? I got one thing I start off with, and that's a question. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Bro, I got a problem with it, man. So I've been calling, bro. You know what I mean? I've been asking questions and I found out, man, that this thing is, look, and I'm so confused on it, man, that, you're talking to senior people about it. So you kind of like, don't want to be like, get really like mad while you talking to them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm looking at, bro, I think this stuff all is done by a fucking computer, bro. I think they put all this stuff, like they getting all, like say your preferences. They taking your preferences and your location. They taking all these things in consideration and they putting it in a fucking computer and it spits out who's the best person to fit whatever. Right? That's what I think's happening. After talking to who I talked to yesterday, it's a, what they call the thing, man. I can't say the word, so don't laugh at me. Like algorithm or whatever.
Algorithm.
Yeah, you did good.
Algorithm. So they put it all.
Hey, Damon.
Yeah,
you did good, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So they put it all in that, right? And I think it spits it out, man. And says like, okay, this is the best person that's qualified for these jobs, man. So what it does seem like it takes the human element out of it, I guess. I don't know. But I was told it goes there, they send it back to them, and they take a look at it and say, yeah, this person, okay, yeah, this look good. And then they send it out, the details and stuff, and say, this who got selected. That's kind of what I got told yesterday, man. I'm kind of like, what the fuck is going on? But then I was told to make sure all your stuff is up to date in your My Navy assignments because all that stuff in there matters. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff. But check this out, man. I was talking to people who got picked up the first time for the marketplace. And I was told like, okay, hey, yeah, I got selected, but I'm not going to the ship until September of next year. So you telling me you found out May this year that you got selected for the marketplace and it's going to be over a year before you get to that command and put on your other star. That's crazy, man. And back what you said, Damo, what are we doing, man? What the fuck? You got people who freaking just go to a ship and get selected. Now they got to wait 12 months before they can even leave that command. What the fuck are we doing? Like, somebody help me. Cause I'm just trying to understand this shit. Like this is crazy, man. Like right now. And it's getting like further away because what's happening once you get that first field, then in people who didn't get selected, the numbers are going down for where they can go. Cause you just feel those billets. So now every time, on my Navy assignment comes out, the numbers on how many billets they got is smaller. So sooner or later, man, you just gonna be sitting there just waiting to see every month to see if something don't get posted. So
hey, look, y'all, Damon kept it real cool, right? I like that. That's kind of what I've grown to expect. Damon kept it cool. I had a lot of smoke for y'all. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about y'all, right? Nobody in particular, especially not Admiral Cheeseman. Especially not Admiral Cheeseman, because I love you. But
we love you.
I had a lot of smoke for y'all, right? But I gave some of my smoke up when I was talking about the people that leave the shit on the toilet. So I don't got as much smoke, right? The temperature ain't as high. But what we doing, y'all? We got our leaders, our most longest tenured sailors who committed their life, lost wives, wasn't able to see kids get born, right? Been on over 8-10 deployments, gave years to the Navy, going to back sea duty, different commands, having to get the same stinking ass calls again and again and again and again. Dealing with that, dealing with things from outside of this shit, taking care of sailors, dealing with vicarious traumas, right? All types of shit, right? And this is how we gonna do people on the back end of their career at the last moment of whatever it is that they trying to get to the pinnacle of whatever it was that they wanted, right? Because I'm not speaking on their intentions of what they wanted, but I'm also not trying to go against the reason why we felt like we needed to do this, right? We felt like we needed to do it for a good fucking reason, right? It was people hiding in places that they wasn't supposed to be, whatever the reasons why we decided to do this. But this ain't how we do it, y'all. We fucked up. We fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody
own it.
Yeah, somebody, we fucked up. Get behind the podium. You know what I'm saying? Get behind the podium and address the people. We fucked this up. We put the cart before the horse. We fucking,
as usual.
Yeah, we made a decision, right? And we don't want to now say we fucked up. So now it's like, y'all just gotta be fucked. The eval joint gotta get weird now, right? The whole eval shit gotta get weird. Senior chiefs walking around the ships not knowing how to fucking identify themselves. Are they senior chiefs? Are they master chiefs? At meetings, like what are we doing? It's other senior chiefs, enterprise and senior chiefs that where they now gonna fall out at. I know a nav admin came out about how the eval system is gonna be and stuff like that, right? And we, of course, at PTSF, that ain't all we about, but that's just a microcosm of some of the bullshit that now is coming out because we didn't think this thing all the way through. And we have not. That's like when we just, I don't even want to talk about COVID because that's going to piss me off too. But we fucked this up. And somebody need to come out. I had to, I messed up. I'm up yesterday on duty, David. I had to go to chain. It was me. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
I own it.
Yeah.
This is what the Navy has, this what y'all, whoever the fuck it is making these decisions, this what y'all instilled in me as a chief in the Navy is to go own my bullshit. I fucked this up. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all didn't fuck it up, then we need, somebody got some explaining to do because none of us understand how this shit works. Nobody gets it. Yeah. And then when Damon finally calls and talks to a person, they blame it on a fucking computer program. Of course. It's the algorithm. Yeah. Okay. So, you can't, it's over now. You can't talk to the algorithm or whatever because it's impersonal. Yeah. We fucked this up, right? And I know a lot of our junior sellers that listen probably don't care, but the reason why shit like this hit me so hard, because that's my next rank, man. if I ain't got no other rank but Master Chief to go, now it's on some bullshit. It's like when I used to go to the short duty command and they like, yeah, we never stood duty till last month. Something got fucked up. So now we got to start standing duty. Whenever I'm about to get to where I need to go, where I'm looking at shit to be tight, the shit change. And come on, y'all, we got to do better. We messed this up.
Yeah.
Somebody need to own it and we need to figure out what we need to do to fix it. Cause what is like a third of the people going to, if it ain't enough bullets, then where the fuck the Master Chief's going to go?
Bro, so my just to hit on what you just said, man, like I will be a little bit more sane, a little bit more cool about this, man, if we knew what the fuck was going on. Mm-hmm. No one is really explaining this shit, man. Like nobody, like, come out, center, like, okay, they put this little bullshit out, right? They put this bullshit out, say, okay, this is what we doing. We're going to select this. We're going to do that. Bro, nobody understand this process.
Yeah.
Nobody understand the process.
Show your face.
Show me the process.
Show your
Show
face,
me
bro.
the process. Yeah.
Show your face.
Show me. I will sit my ass down once you show me how this shit works. I'm saying, okay, now I understand. Let me chill out for a couple months. You know, it's not a big deal. No, that's not the fucking case. We out here ain't talking. We ain't talking.
Veronica came up with this shit, Chief.
She did.
Where you at?
She
did. Behind your desk. Where you come outside? Like you
come outside.
Come outside.
Yeah.
Come outside. Yeah, they hide in their head.
Yo, just give them this nav admin. Y'all be out there.
Yeah.
Yo, they want you.
Yeah.
They want you out there. Just give them this nav admin. Right out there.
And then, Damo, on the top of that, you put the nav admin out, then you put Admiral Chisman. You know we ain't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So don't put Admiral Cheeseman there, man, because we love that. You know we love you. We love you, Admiral. We ain't mess with you, man.
They try to get behind him, like, yeah, but traditional Admiral, because you know all that ain't coming from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of him under that joint, like,
we don't want that smoke, bro.
He gotta have your back.
Yeah, he gonna have to get the smoke.
I really want to talk to Admiral Cheeseman, and I feel like we probably can, but I'm gonna sit on that though. But yeah, Tish, it's fucked up out here, man. They got these 8.5s, and 8.5s. They don't want to be 8s. 8.5s don't want to be 8s no more.
Right.
They got a little taste of
it. Can't be 9s.
Yeah. As soon as they pass that 0.1, like they got a little taste of the 9. Damn.
Right.
Yeah. You try to go back to the. I was talking to one of my dudes because I had a conversation with you, name. I ain't gonna say, but I was like, yo, my boy was saying this, and the dude was like, yo, I'm on the same page as him. He was like, cause it's like they playing with us now. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like now you baiting like what's going on? It's like this weird limbo, period of time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Show yourself. Yourself.
For the listeners, whenever it's a break like this, pause like this, it's a Damon topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Tish, it's not that fucking funny, Tish. I want you to know that. That shit ain't that damn funny, Tish. It ain't that funny, man.
Damo give everybody, Damo be giving it to us. Like, he don't be no delay. He ain't gonna wait till we get off air. He gonna give it to us right here.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I got the listeners to protect me out there off air. I want to smoke off air. Like, I ain't trying to see
man. Hey, I freaking want to talk about the quotes, man. We always talk about this quote, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trust but verify, man. Mm-hmm. I think that quote's done, man. I think we can give it up, man. We can't verify everything, man. We don't have enough. We don't have enough hours in the day to verify everything, man. We need help. We can't do it. Get rid of it. I know some motherfuckers leadership will come and tell me, hey, did you verify that? I cannot physically verify everything. We got to hold other people accountable. I understand that, but I'm here to tell you, I love the quote. It got respect, but it need to go the fucking way. Yeah. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. What you guys thoughts on that?
I was in a class and somebody in the class said, trust but verify means that we don't trust. And that's what they said. And I'm like, yeah, kind of. It kind of does.
Yeah, it does.
That. That quote is from back in the days where they used to put shit in people's vessels during the Chiefs season. That quote from Nose Day.
Whoever did that, show yourself. Whoever did that, man, show yourself.
Where you at?
We outside.
Hey, Veronica.
We outside, man. Where you at, man? Where you at? That's crazy, bro.
Man, I can't. Did they do that for real?
Tisha, what you think about the trust but verify? They definitely did that. They used to shit. Like shit was.
Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
You get a piece of shit in the Pop-Tart in your vessel.
Oh my God.
Now these same people just went on the ships and started shitting all over the toilets. You know
I know.
Yeah, man,
that's who's doing it.
Yeah.
My perspective on trust but verify. I agree to a certain extent. I think in certain situations, like depending on who it is, like you got to verify it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that means you don't trust them.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's 100% facts.
Yeah.
Because if I feel like, let me go and make sure this straight, that means I don't trust you. Mm-hmm. That's 100%. So maybe it shouldn't be trust but verify. I don't know what it should be, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Now I ain't say how I felt about it, but I do feel like if I'm new to a ship, we got to build something. So I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot more verifying as we building that rapport. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just want to like verify it for me because maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I just want to kind of like get a good understanding of it because if I got to go brief something and I need to make sure that I understand it just in case questions come up and stuff like that. So I'm going to verify the information is correct. In those situations, but yeah, I don't know what we would call it. Trust but verify.
The thing about it is if you in certain jobs you can verify a lot of shit.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
like depends on what your job is, but like certain jobs you can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
I can't.
Like I would say what y'all with maintenance and stuff, and it's kind of hard to. My verification comes from an instruction.
Yeah.
Or, so mine is a lot easier to verify. And so that's why mine, but I can see where y'all coming from.
And I still have a hard time saying shit that I didn't see. I still have a hard time with that. Like my EDMC hit me up and be like, hey, what, like, is this such and such, do such and such have this thing ready for this thing? Right. And I'd be like, I was told she did, I had somebody check and they told me she did, should be good. And then he'd look at me with that, like, so is it good? Look,
is it good or is it not?
I'm like, yo, I was told. Then I'd be like, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go triple check. And I normally say triple check. I'd be like, I'm gonna go triple check myself because, like Damon said, you can't we not at this stage where we could like some of what we saying is coming from somebody else. Like not everything we could get out there and see. All of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I do think like people higher up in the chain getting better at understanding that, but it's also up to us or the people that's reporting to them to also understand when we need to go verify some shit. Like when I get asked the question the second time, I know, all right, let me go.
When I get that
look, like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go double tap on that real quick and I'm gonna be right back just to make sure and let you know. Because I don't like false promoting shit that ain't true either. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. So, did y'all see the CNO's message about suicide awareness?
Nope. I ain't active duty.
I did not. I tried to actually freaking find it, but I think was it a video?
It was a video on
Instagram.
It was like a video on Instagram. Y'all not tapped in like that? You're not tapped in?
No, I'm not tapped in.
So you just got a military podcast, but don't decide not to tap into like different military channels and forums.
Wow.
You busy inspecting shit time, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tish, what you busy with, Tish? What you busy? He on me.
We ain't talking about me.
Tisha just said some shit I might have to cut out the episode. So that's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because she got her little laugh after she say shit, and people think Tish crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like I gotta.
Why they be thinking I'm crazy?
Yeah, people be like, "Yo, Tish cynical." You know what I mean? So I might have to delete.
I don't know why they think I'm crazy.
Tish might say something real serious. Yeah, they found a corpse at our house. It's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So, but
I'm working on it though, because I am
it's
trying
hard,
to,
man.
and I actually thought I was working on it during this episode. I tried to like make sure like, all right, let me change my face up. I'm trying to be more aware of my facial expression so people don't think that I'm a psycho.
Mm-hmm. I think,
or what they call me, I forgot. But
a
I'm
sociopath.
Not.
He called you a sociopath.
Sociopath. That's what they call me. They call me a sociopath, but I'm really not.
Yeah, I don't think you are either, Tish.
No, me either.
Yep, we both don't.
See?
Yeah.
So y'all shouldn't.
Yep. See? So did y'all see the CNN? So y'all said y'all didn't see it, right? So CNN, she talked about suicide awareness, right? And then McPine been doing some videos too on mental health and going and reaching out to people. But so this is, well, since y'all didn't see it, I can't get too deep into it. But underneath her video, it was a lot of people in the comments talking about like, what are you doing about it? Like do something. Like, what are you doing about the suicides? What are you doing about it? Right. And this is a sensitive subject and a sensitive matter. And I understand how sensitive, this kind of stuff is. And we are we're advocates about anything that's going to help with suicide prevention. And we advocates for suicide awareness and stuff like that. But my question is, when I read comments like that and I see statements like, I see things like the CNO doing a whole video about, suicide awareness, and I see people under it say, what are you doing? My question to y'all or whatever, maybe y'all might know, but it's more so for the listeners, is like, what are some of the things that we want her to do? Like her, like personally her, like what do we want her to do that's like not already being done? And it's probably a lot of things, so I just want to know what is some things that like CNO could do to help out when it comes to suicide. Because I think it's better to make suggestions than just make statements asking somebody and questions asking somebody what they doing about it. Like, what's some of the things that she can do? What's some of the things that we can do? You know what I mean?
I think the thing that we can do and we can, I think it's more of talking about it. Man, we talk about this a lot. We got a month and all that stuff, but let's do more, man. Let's do more talking about it. Let's bring leadership in, not just the CNO, not just the admirals, not just the MACPON. Let's bring other groups, other people that's been involved on the front line of this and talk about it too. You know what I mean? Not just these, we understand like, the CNO is, and she got all this power to make moves and whatever. But I'm telling you, man, like I'm talking about all the way down to the ships, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about this. Let's have a meeting. Let's get like a round table and let's talk about stuff, man. Let's see where we going. And not only does that, get people more aware, what it also is like, we really care about this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now we getting all that when the CNO says something or when the MACPON says something, we talk about it. No, let's talk about it more. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this and believe it or not, man, when people think you care about them, man, they'll do a lot more for you, run through brick walls for you. And they know that you generally care about them, man. And you can imagine, man, how much work you can get done, how much a lot of other things that benefits off of someone think you care about them. It's a lot of benefits to that shit, man.
Who should be talking about it?
I think when I say that, I'm talking about like ships and commands leadership, not just, I'm talking about all ranks, man. Everybody, all ranks, man. But I know at a command though, you got to have the command leadership backing you to actually have these events to happen though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that's what I mean. I think you got to move forward and have somebody to take charge of it, of course, and then make it happen, man. But when I say this, man, if we do talk about it at these commands, I think leadership should be there, right? Because if leadership ain't there, it's like, yeah, we doing this, but they don't really care. They're giving us the opportunity to do it, but they don't care about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like for them to be there because I think this is one of those subjects we talk about suicide awareness. We know how big that is in the military, man. We talk about it all the time. So they know, I think, and the triad going to know, hey, I need to be there, to talk about this also.
Yeah, I think leadership should go to a lot of shit that leadership don't go to. So I agree with you.
Yeah, for sure. I think if leadership is there and they're showing presence, that's one thing. But when you get back to your office, if they act like they don't care about you mentally, or they act like, their only concern is the mission, then you showing up does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a dog and pony show. Ain't that what they call it?
Yeah.
The dog and pony show. It's like, oh yeah, they all here, but they all trash. They looking at everybody standing there and he's like, trash, 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 trash. He doesn't care. Fuck him. So it's like, leadership needs to, go ahead.
Now, when you talk about leadership, Tish, who you talk about?
Chiefs up.
Now, Damon, when you're talking about leadership, who you talk about?
We're talking about being at the events, right?
Yeah. I'm talking about the command right now.
Command events.
When I say command, I'm talking about triad.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure because it sounded like y'all were talking about two different.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I also want to piggyback on what Tish said. Tish, you just said that, so you more talking about action.
Right.
Action. Like don't go up here and have these meetings and let's don't talk about all this stuff. And then once something actually go down, you be like, fuck
no,
that.
not even when it goes down, but just like in your everyday work life, you making your sailor's life hell, but then you standing up like, oh yeah, I care about suicidal awareness and I care about my sailors. And like, but you treat them like shit every other day.
Yeah, I mean, it's a prime example of most of everything that happens on the internet where we all care about suicide awareness, but we will bully the shit out of somebody if they make a mistake. You know what I mean? Like if somebody do something wrong, they getting... Jamie Lee Curtis ain't about to hear the end of this. You know what I mean? So it's just
same thing.
It's, society the way it is right now. Like we
cancel culture.
Yeah, sometimes we just throw shit at the wall. Culture. We just say shit. We just say we care about suicide awareness. We say we care about mental health. We say all of this stuff, right? And I was just asking a question. So I'm looking for the listeners too. Like, what's some of the things that y'all think could happen to help in this regard? You know what I mean? I've been to 2 suicide awareness trainings this year. One wasn't from the command and one was. And then I know my command, they had the Safe Talk where they trying to get 1,000 sellers through the Safe Talk training and stuff like that. But is that what we need? Right. And I want to talk about that on a later episode too, with all these trainings and courses. Right. I got some random questions. And we had a couple heavy topics, man. I was hoping that we just only have fun this episode, but we had a couple heavy topics. My first random question is jumping people on leave requests and NSIPs, is that wrong?
Nope.
Hey, Damo, it can't be wrong. You know why? Because these motherfuckers will hold on them leave shits and let them sit in them goddamn queues. And look, you'll get me started with this shit, though. These leave shits, bro. Let me tell you this, man. So, I had one of the master chiefs, man, hit me up and say, hey, man, you guys going on leave, man, stop by and say, hey, you guy going on leave so I can go in there and boom, boom, boom. And I was like, bro, don't you get that email?
I don't get it.
Your queue?
I don't get it.
You don't get the email?
No, man.
Hey, but he said, yeah. He said, yeah, I get the email. That's your queue, bro.
Yeah,
that's your cue. That's your cue, man. Like, I know I get the email. Yeah, so maybe you ain't updated yet, though, Damo. Maybe got your old email address on there.
I've been trying to fix it
from Peralta or some shit. From your last command. But once you go in there and update your shit, you'll get the email, bro. And he told me, yeah, I get it.
Jump on, baby. Now, are you really jumping them though? Can't they go back and still do it?
Yeah. They still can do it.
Because it's only the only person that's the final approver that's really jumping somebody, right? That's kind of what I thought. Yeah. I was listening to somebody talk. One of my officers, and she was like, "Man, I ain't about to be jumping nobody." I'm like, "Damn, is jumping people wrong?" Because I be jumping people all the time, like
all the time.
Bro, I don't keep shit. I don't keep folders. I don't keep chits. I don't keep paper. I don't keep leave chits. I don't keep nothing. Because I remember when I was a junior seller, the times I used to wait for shit. I don't want nobody waiting for me for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Yeah. If it's in my queue, it's out my queue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm jumping your ass.
Hey, did you see that? Do you see that post that I saw a post, man, that said that, is any kind of instruction out about how long people can keep chits and all this stuff, man.
They need to make
And,
one.
yeah, man. And, this master, I think it was a master chief, cause I think he was a old CMC. I think he retired now. He was like, he used to have his LCPOs, you know, cause they used to lose chits and all the time. So every time they do a chit and they route it up, he used to have a drop box.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they dropped the shit off. Like they put it in, they sign it, they send it on up, they make a copy and they drop them in there. So anytime somebody said they lost the shit, he said he had
got a copy of it.
he got a copy of it. Had a drop box. Now,
you got to do shit like that on big shit. Yeah, especially on them big decks, man. Yeah. My second question is, would you have gotten vaxxed if you weren't in the Navy? I'll answer first. My answer is no.
Yeah, I don't think I would have either, because I actually didn't get it until they said they were going to start restricting liberty, because, you know, I'm illegal. So we started having a conversation. So I knew it was going to hit the streets before it did. So I was like, all right, let me go on over here and stop playing.
Yeah,
go get vaccinated.
Before they get busy.
But I don't right. So, but I wouldn't have otherwise though.
Yeah, I probably would have. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have got vaccinated, man. I'm one of those guys, man. And it's like, okay, we got this thing out there and we got this that can fix it. We can fix it. So, yeah.
You had hope in the government that's about to shut down.
Yeah. You know what?
Budget right.
You know what, man? I'm one of them guys, man, and people would be mad for me saying this, man. But I'm one of those guys that, hey, if something happened to me and they say, hey, don't worry about it, it's in God's hand, right? I'm one of those guys, hey, God is also with that doctor. You know what I'm saying? He also with that doctor, bro.
That ain't the same with the vaccine, man. That ain't the same. God wasn't with Fauci, baby. God wasn't with Johnson, man. God wasn't there, man.
Hey, man. But then it saves some lives, bro. I mean,
Johnson and Johnson. Not Johnson and
Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Like, I'm gonna jump in on it. Right.
Johnson and Johnson got a track record of they was fucking people up in the 70s too, with some other shit.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Johnson wasn't saving no lives, man. They wasn't saving no lives. But you got to think about it too, though, man. Look, we can say all this, and I really don't know, to tell you the truth, man. I'm throwing out of this saying yes, just for argument's sake. I don't know. But at the same time, man, how many people would have died if we looking at, hypothetically, how many people would have died, though, if we had nothing, though? You may not have a choice but to take that motherfucker. You think all the people who died now, if we wouldn't have had anything, that mean more people would have died? Who knows what we would have did there? You know what I mean? You never know.
I don't know anything though. I don't know how it could have played out. I don't know. It's like would Biggie be the GOAT if he stayed alive type stuff. It's like,
probably would have though, but yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. And you get in trouble and you get flagged every time you talk about COVID. So, I guess we can shut the fuck up now.
Can't
really talk about COVID too much.
They're like, no, it's not real. Just make it go away.
Yeah, you say one thing about COVID. I hated COVID. Oh man, let's flag their podcast. You know what I'm saying? So should sellers have the option of not being presented awards at award ceremonies?
No, I do not think they should have the option because, and I've actually, did I put that on there?
Yeah, I think so. I think you did.
Okay. I was about to say, I feel very strongly about that.
Teach don't remember her topics, y'all.
I just need to throw stuff up there.
It's a good topic.
I don't think so. Oh, what is this computer about to do? Oh, shit. Okay, it's not going away. I don't think they should have the choice because I just don't think that is. I'm going to try to articulate this as best as possible. But when you're getting awarded for something, it's not just about you. It's about junior sailors seeing what you did. They always say they want, recognition and all of that stuff. And just because it's not them being recognized, I think that it's important to recognize hard work. Like, this is what hard work looks like. Uh-huh. This is what, this person did. Cause, you read the cert. So you can find out. It's like the cheat code. What did they do to be up there? All right, I'm going to go do it now. And then it's like, you have these sailors that are standing up there and it's like, this is, the sailor to role model.
Yeah.
So it's not just about you not wanting to get up in front of people. Like, I don't want to do uniform inspections. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to jump on the leave shit. But I'm gonna do it. Like, so I don't understand why I've never had the option to not be there. That was your appointed place of duty. And I don't like to go back into the whole, like, back in my day, this is how we did it. Yeah. But unless someone gives me a good reason as to why someone should not be up there, then I don't see why they have a choice. Like, that's where you need to be there.
So FTC for the culture. You going up there for the culture. Go up there for the culture.
For the culture. For the culture. Just go. And only thing you doing is standing up there and then being presented an award. What is wrong with that?
Like, out standing up there. See, people that passed out. People that passed out at award ceremony. Trying to lock their knees up. They ain't get enough water.
Well, they gonna learn today. They gonna learn today.
What about you?
Right.
They keep passing out too. They keep passing the fuck out. Right. Have your ass up there for that goddamn award, man. That's what's wrong with us right goddamn now, man. We listening too much bullshit. Get your ass up there for the damn award. Get the award. Salute before and after, and carry the fuck on, man. Come on. It's not that serious. What we gonna start doing? Doing it like this? Go on on the internet and say, hey, we presenting this to you. Here you go. Boom. Show you a picture of it and then send it to you in the mail. No, motherfucker, get your ass up there, man. Take the award, and get recognized for the things that you're doing for your division or your command or your department or whatever, man. Keep it moving.
On the flip side, though, I've seen a CO that said that they wanted. It was for a sailor got promoted, and she wanted us to do it in the department. And I pushed back so hard, like, why are we frocking somebody in the department? Like, that's stupid. Why is the CO not doing that?
We do ours.
Now, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. Departments do it. Department.
Yeah, we do ours in the department. Yeah, we do ours in the division. We do ours as division.
But the thing was, like, we did everything. Well, if that's like already established, then all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if we doing everything at the command level, people getting flocks into tours, like they usually get promotion, their frockings by the CO, then we should do all of them like that.
Yeah.
But now you want to give people the choice, and it wasn't like give them the choice to either do it in the department or do it. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And then I tried to push back. I pushed back to the CO, and then like after she did it, but then afterwards she made like, you know how the CO usually like talk at the end after they presented all the awards. She kind of gave her stance on allowing sailors the choice.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And I know she was digging at me, but I didn't care.
Yeah, she had.
Well, I mean, I think it all ends and begins and ends with the command, though. Like some of the captains, some COs, they love to be in the front, love doing it. Then some of them don't, right? Smaller ships, I didn't see where frocking's always at a command thing. It's always command on the flight deck or whatever. It's always like awards and stuff. Command, they do it on a flight deck. But I have been at small commands too, and they gave like not the frocking though, maybe at command, but like awards and stuff. I've seen that most definitely on smaller ships too, at the departmental level.
I can see on a carrier.
Yeah, okay. Speaking on awards,
I can see on the carrier.
Right. Speaking on awards, right? Do y'all believe in capping awards on a ship? Like if somebody got like 2 NAMs, then they can't get a transfer NAM?
No, I don't believe in that at all. I feel like if they performing. Period. That's holding somebody back to me, man. I feel like you holding them back. And so I'm gonna tell you what that creates, Damo. To me is, okay, I got my 2 NAMs. Now let me sit the hell down. You know what I mean? I'm not finna go over and beyond no more because, I got my 2 now. If they performing, they performing, man. Like, golly, man. If you can't give them nothing bigger than that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hey, do what you got to do, man. You have to, and that's how you keep sailors, for one. Mm-hmm. That's your retention tool. These guys or girls out there busting their ass, and they need to be awarded for it if they do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If aside from those 2 NAMs, the work that they did outside of that constitutes a NAM, then why not do a NAM? Like, yeah, just give them a NAM.
And speaking of that same thing you just said, I just had this on the ship, man, where this kid told me they did a second deployment, and the kid told me that he didn't get a NAM. They told him that he didn't get a NAM because he got one the last deployment.
Yeah.
What? Like what?
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah. I've negotiated. My first comm, I negotiated it. so I was supposed to get a spot now, and my end of tour was coming shortly after. And I was like, how about we just, instead of giving me this now, just give me a comm and then just wrap the NAM, because I was a first class at the time. So first classes didn't get into tour comms. Yeah. So that was how I kind of negotiated my first comm, and I got it. They gave it to me.
Man,
so I was like, I want that comm. Forget another NAM. Give me a comm. And so they, instead of giving me that spot award, they just waited and then gave me the end of tour and kind of combined their efforts.
Yeah, I had to fight for a seller before who she had just got SOY. So she got a NAM for SOY, but then she was leaving and they were saying she wasn't going to get the NAM. I transferred NAM. I was a second class. It was a lot of things I didn't understand, but a lot of things I did understand. I was either a second or a first. I might have been, she would remember, I might have been the first, but I went and I, kind of talked to the command about it, and they understood what I was saying. I got a question though, real quick. We got chops. I didn't know we had the talks on us today like that. I got a quick question. What was up with that George Foreman movie, man? like why they do George Foreman like that, man?
Man, I ain't even. Hey, look. Damo, to be honest, man, I looked at the reviews and people, I didn't watch it, bro.
Shit, you didn't even have to look at the review. Did you see the previews, man? Like the picture?
I saw the preview.
I
saw the preview.
Yeah. They wasn't even looking like what that.
First they did.
George Foreman was a ripped up dude too, man. Yeah, they ain't doing no justice,
caramel
man.
complexion. He got the darkest dude you can find.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right.
I just keep thinking about it. Like, why they do that? Like that shit came out.
My man, Double. I thought you was talking about like a review of it. You right though. Everything.
Like, why they do
right. Yeah,
what was up with that? Like, why they do it? Like, I ain't watched it. I hope nobody watched it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people gonna watch it. Like, was it a Christian movie? Like, I don't even know what kind of movie it was.
Bro,
like,
they had a dark skinned cat playing George
Foreman like that. You know, Teach, that shit is wrong, Teach. Why?
I saw the preview. I saw the preview and I was like, nah, I'm good.
I know he ain't right off for that. He probably don't even George Foreman probably still off for you asked about that movie. Like, hey, what man. George Foreman's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, 8 George Foremans, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
They did that man wrong. He probably don't want nothing to do with that.
Right.
That's probably disrespectful.
He probably didn't even know about it.
Remember what happened with the Mike Tyson show when he got mad? He like, yo, I don't have nothing. Yeah. That's crazy that you could do something trash about somebody's life. Man. They still alive and they all got nothing.
And he don't write off on you. Look, I don't think that's true though, bro. I think what happened is like in production, they say, hey, we're going to do this movie on you. We're going to give you these $10 to $20 million and we're going to do the movie. When it comes out now, that's a whole different. I can't believe they can write on somebody's name and don't know nothing about
went
it.
To the set. So you said what you said? Like they like, yo, we gonna do a movie on you, boo boo boo. Yo, come visit the set when we in the middle. He probably went to the set like, nah, this ain't it, man. Like he had nothing to do with the promotion of that movie at all. I ain't see George Foreman. George Foreman been in hiding since that movie came out. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know if he was still alive. Yeah. That shit worse than the Kurt Warner movie, man.
Oh, man, bro.
Worse than that Kurt Warner movie, bro.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Another thing that seemed like it kind of lost its ability to see the light of day is the Navy coaching program, man. Remember we read the whole damn ad, man? That shit was supposed to get pushed out. It was this big deal. Chief Selects, man, they doing training during the Chief season. I'm well, equipped with information on the coaching program because we read the admin on the pod. I'm asking them questions and I'm like, yo, like what's supposed to happen? And I know it's supposed to be training, like all this shit that they say was about to be mandatory and all this shit. Man, the Selects is like, the way how convincing the Select sounded that the shit wasn't mandatory, it made me have to go back. So I go back, I'm like, Navy coaching. I start looking it up. They done changed the whole shit. Yeah, this ain't never gonna be mandatory. It's voluntary. Y'all knew that shit was crazy.
Man.
They did that shit.
Yeah.
And they did that on that's what y'all need to do with the selection board, but
the marketplace thing, yeah.
That's what y'all need to do with the marketplace. Just recant. Yo, but David, they recanted so quietly on this. Remember how big this coaching shit was?
Yeah. We talked about this shit in length, man. Yeah. We talk about this in length, man.
Yeah. And give us our credit. If y'all heard the pod and y'all knew how bad that shit sounded and it made y'all kind of pull back, give us our credit, man. Don't do us like that.
You know what I mean? Man.
Yo, Teach, that coaching program they try to come out with, it's going to be coaches. What's the difference between the coach and the mentor? Now that's all now that's all that's on the page. What's the difference between the coach? This shit was bigger than Nino Brown. Teach, this shit. TAD, all that shit. Yo, me and Damo was trying to get in that focus group. How this came up, we was talking about it, man. Like, that's the funniest thing I seen. They swept that coaching program under the rug, yo.
They did, bro. They did, no doubt.
We gonna go ahead and head out.
It's crazy. So another question. It's not for y'all. This is for the listeners. Anybody who builds the barracks. If you build the barracks and you listen to the pod, holla. You know what I mean?
I'll let me
Skillcraft, whoever it is. If you build the barracks and you listen to the pod,
Skillcraft,
holla at me. Why y'all make these rooms? And I know the junior soldiers that live in the barracks, probably the dude who run my inspector probably agree. Why y'all make these rooms so easy to collect dust and get dirty? All the materials made collect dust. More easy than anything. I'm clean as a whistle in here, right? It'd be so like I'll like wipe a pair of socks across like a counter one day just to kind of see what's looking like. Dusty as fuck. The shower floor. I'm bald. I ain't even gonna. The shower floor, it just collects hair, yo. It just collects hair. Like it's ripples in it. It's like popcorn, and it just collect fucking dirt. The sink collects shit. Everything, just the mirror collects dust, bro.
Hey, bro, I think a lot of that, I don't know, like we don't look into it, man. I think a lot of that stuff comes from the ventilation, man. You know what I mean? The ventilation comes in there. I'm telling you, I bet you, like, the filters, if they're not getting clean, when they're supposed to be getting clean, all that shit, man.
I got a unit, like an AC unit. So it's not like where I live at, it's not like
it's not coming
central
from
air. It's like a unit. But somebody I know had mold in there, like PPV recently. But it's like, why y'all use these materials? And then like the walls scuff up. Like it's the worst, cheapest shit ever that just get dirty.
I was about to say it's the cheapest material
that just
they go to Home Depot and they said
one ply, everything.
No, they go to Harbor Freight and they like, give me the cheapest
let me get
recyclable things you got.
They going to the hardware section at the next teach, man. They get that Harbor Home, what is it called? Harbor Home, Harbor Home bullshit.
Harbor Home.
Putting it up. This the cheapest. I'm telling you, it don't make no sense how dirty it get here. Real quick, another real quick hit question is this. You ever go to work, whether it be civilian or Navy, and you already see that person that eventually you're going to have a conversation with? Like soon as you get there, or early on, you like, me and this person, we going to have a run-in. I already know it. I already see it. And you do everything you could do to avoid it. You know, but eventually, like, it has to happen. You know, and then when it happened, you like more smoked up than normal because you knew it was going to happen and you tried your best. You tried your best. But y'all ever dealt with that before?
Oh, man, I'm dealing with it right now. And I be talking about it, bro. I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about everybody. So everybody kind of like looking forward to now. Cause look, I'm in my little girl saying, man, one day me and this cat gonna get, cause I see how he talk to other people. Yeah. So you see how people talk to other people, you say, man, sooner or later, he gonna hit me with that same shit. I'm gonna be ready, bro. Not me, bro. I am not that guy. I am him. Don't do it, bro. Not happening, bro.
You too many chances, bro.
Tell you, bro.
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
I
feel like I know who you're talking about. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask you offline.
Yeah. A listener hit us up. Before that, let's talk to the listeners real quick. Some of the ones that want to be on the podcast.
Okay.
We got y'all. We got a long list of people that want to be on the pod. Anybody at this point right now where we at, anybody, until we learn that that's not going to be a thing. Like till we learn that we just can't pick up anybody from the internet and have them on the pod because they just might say the craziest shit and whatever. Oh, I thought it was permission to speak freely. Yes, it is. Not like that. You know what I mean? But trust me, if you listen and if you want to be on a pod, then you got this far into this episode, the 2-hour and damn near 40-minute mark. If you really want to be on the pod and you listen to this point, then that means that you hear this message. If you don't listen all the way this long, then you don't, in my opinion, don't give a fuck about our podcast. You know what I mean? So, but if you do, we got you. We got you. It's going to happen. We got to get our routine and stuff like that. We got to kick it in gear, make sure we good. We use a new program, stuff like that. So that's what it is. But we did get a question from a listener, and the question was, and I don't know how deep we want to get into it. I think we've talked about it before. Are we could push it, Damon? But I want to ask you. They want us to talk about our experiences with the command SEL, with the SEL packages, with submitting SEL packages. Do you want to push it because we got a lot to talk about, or you want to talk about it right now?
Yeah, it is a lot, man. So we may want to push it, but I'm here to tell you, if you're interested in this program, man, hey, that PQS is a motherfucker, man. And I'm saying it's a motherfucker because you could go out there and get that PQS signed off by whatever, somebody you know or whatever. If you want to do that shit the right way, it's a motherfucker, man. Mm-hmm. It'll tell you right there. So, but it's a lot to get into though. And me and Damo, we can sit and we can break that down and give him a real, you know what I'm saying, a real answer on that, man, because I did it twice. I put it in for it twice and didn't get picked up. So I think you just going through the process right now, right?
Yeah, I'm putting it in. The new nav app just came out. So they do December 1st. It's different. It's a little different this year because you don't need the letters of recommendation and stuff. You don't need those. You don't need that anymore. Like the letters from your CO and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't need it. It's just the package. And doing
that's pretty good.
Interview and stuff like that. Crazy thing is, I already got all my letters though. Now it's like, damn, I got my letter from the Admiral. Like, I'm like, damn, I got a letter from the Admiral. I can't even use it. But yeah, so stuff like that. But yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. I'll keep that question for later. If I don't forget, we told y'all we was going to talk about a relationship between officers and chiefs, and we didn't. Sorry, got us. Sorry, got us. We're going to get into it next week, yo. We get into it one of these weeks.
Don't say when, don't say when.
Yeah, we can get into it one of these weeks, man. Just like we're going to have a reservist on the podcast, right? We talked about that like months ago, right? I got more book review.
I got one.
You got a book, Tish?
No, reservist.
Oh, yeah. You said that a month ago.
What a reservist.
She was literally like, but I just got to sync up the time and we got to be on I had to be on my shit first because I can't invite somebody here and then I ain't on my shit. I'm halfway. I'm more than halfway. I'm 90.
You better though. I give you that. You better.
Like, I don't know if it's Iris or I had to go out and come back in a few times, but it seems to be okay.
How many Damon guests have we had on the pod? Damon invited courted guests.
Ooh. Have we had one?
We had one for sure. Jay for sure. Jay.
Okay, Jay for sure.
Is that it?
Maybe, bro.
Tish,
speaking of that, real quick though. Speaking of that,
he's like,
speaking of that, right? We did have a guest that was going to be on the pod, man. I kind of had to Canex him, but we supposed to have Carlos Slade coming on, man. You guys know him, CMC, man. Good dude, good guy, man. But I know he was telling me he was about to deploy, so I got to reach out. I reached out to him, he was silent, so I'm assuming he probably already deployed.
Tish, if you get 2 guests on this pod, you will beat Damon's 3-year record.
Got it.
You got 2 guests.
I already have talked to 2 people about being on, but they just not on because we had to get our thing back going. But I already talked to 2 people, and so I'm gonna make sure I beat Damon. I'm coming.
2 guests, man. 2 guests.
Because I feel like I have to because my technology be so jacked up. I feel like I have to. I have to beat Damon just because off the strength of just my computer being messed up.
You know what, Tish? I want you to beat me.
Thank you. Just let me have it.
I'm that type of guy. I just want
take
you
the
to
load
beat
off.
me.
David, take the load off me, please.
Go ahead. Can you get 3? You know what I mean? So I 2. Can you get 3? You know what I mean? Come on.
Hey, I got a book review. Of course. I just finished Jeezy book too, y'all, but I ain't gonna talk about that right now. Jeezy book was good though. But this book is called Tuesdays with Maury. The complete opposite of what you would expect from a book from Jeezy. You know what I mean? So Tuesdays with Maury is a really good book. It's by Mitch Albom, who was a sports journalist at the time. It's a true story. So he graduated from college and it's about his favorite professor. So he went to school, graduated from college, and he had a favorite professor. And life happened, and he lived life. He got to like his mid to late 30s and found out from watching Dateline, I think it was Dateline, it was some major news program back in the days, the 80s or something like that, that his favorite college professor was now dying, right? So he had ALS. The guy had ALS. His name was Maury. And, but Maury was such a great dude that, like, of course, like, he was captivating enough that he was on a news story that was national news or whatever. And he's talking about, life and death and like the way things should be. So, Mitch decided to go visit Maury because he missed him and he just remembered about college and stuff like that. And they did one last course. They did one last regime of lessons, and that was about life and money and love and family and death and being considerate and stuff like that. So Mitch got to spend Tuesday and when he went to college, the course was on Tuesdays, and then this Maury being on his deathbed, like slowly dying with ALS. Like every week it was something different. Like Mitch would come bring food, and then like, you know, a couple months later, Maury's wife was like, hey, you know, Maury can't even eat the food. Like he can't even, you know, digest it and stuff like that. But in all of these times, they having sessions and Maury just talking to him about what he think about commercialization and people caring about outside things and compassion and stuff like that. Eventually, Mitch brings his wife to meet Maury and stuff like that. And the thing is, they always met on Tuesdays. So it was called Tuesdays with Maury. And he sat with Maury until Maury died. And then, so so every Tuesday he would go talk to Maury. He would fly and, you know, and it brought him back to earth because he became like this sports journalist who was, you know, he kind of had a head full of steam and stuff like that. Getting back with Maury, an older, dying man, kind of added some humility to him because I think something was on strike anyway, like newspaper, something was on strike. So he wasn't working. So he talked to Maury and Maury kind of brought him back down to earth. It's a beautiful story, man. It's a really good story. At the end of the audio book, you actually hear, cause he recorded these conversations. So at the end of the audio book, you actually get to hear him talking to Maury, but they made a movie about this, and also it was national news, so you could go back on YouTube and watch a whole bunch of stuff about Maury. This was a big story, and it was actually happening at the same time as the OJ case. So this was happening at the same time as the OJ case. Big story in those days, man. But really good book. I'll probably give this book a 5 out of 5. Easy. You know, it's a short book, short, sweet, straight to the point, true story. And I think Maury's son just released another book about Maury and some of the lessons about life that Maury was like a social professor anyway, like sociology or something. He studied that anyway. So of course, like him dying, and he just added a beautiful touch to death. And I think that was like one of the earlier times or one of the first times like that national news covered somebody as they were dying. Cause they came back to him twice. They started when he first was getting the difficulties with ALS. They went to him in the middle, and then they went to him very close to him actually dying. And they got like a firsthand account of like life and death from this guy. So it's good story, good book. I'm trying to convince people to read it because it's really good.
Good.
Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom.
Tuesday with Maury.
Huh?
Yeah, man. It was pretty good, man. Hey, I also want to throw out there, man. I want to give a shout out to, you know, the Cater, man, for the, you know, the Flying Squad cover, man.
Yeah, I'm repping the day.
That's good, man.
I'm repping the day. What we got for next week, y'all? Officers versus Chiefs.
Officers versus Chiefs.
Hey, we gonna try our best to get that done, man.
You know, we gonna do a movie soon, Hero.
Yeah. I think you guys are getting that stuff together, man. I'm gonna be all in, man. You know what I'm saying? Ready to rock and roll, man.
Yeah, Tish, get it together, Tish. Yo, Tish be like, Tish should be like, yo, instead of doing like one hero, let's do 100 heroes. It's like, all right, Tish.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tish.
Go ahead.
And she let's do like 100 and she comes up with 0. You know?
Why don't you shoot for one? Like, why don't you try to hit one, man?
Be like the good idea. You know that good idea theory? The good idea. I have this bright idea.
And that's what I do with good idea fairies now.
Like, go ahead.
Like they say, all right, go ahead, do it.
Yeah. If I'm going to bring it up, that means I'm willing to do it. I don't learn my lesson. So I know if I'm bringing it up,
you get called out.
I know that means I'm not going to bring it up unless I'm about to do it. I've already had in my head, okay, this is what I'm going to do. That's why I brought it up. Otherwise, I would have just kept my idea to myself.
One more thing before we get off here, man. For me, man, we still love you, Dion. Coach Prime, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys was up 29-0 at halftime and still lost that game, man. We still love you, though, man. I'm still going to watch Colorado for a little bit longer, man. A little bit longer anyway. Keep doing your thing, bro. Buffs. Keep doing your thing. All right, man. Mississippi. Stand up.
To the listeners, we love y'all and we hope that we see y'all next week.
We will.